With Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, preparing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 90 minutes of Phil to Phil, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and show. The streams online and straight away begins to whine, but all is fine as long as Shad's benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure. I feel sure he ran straight to feeling so insecure. The money he earned on yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. If supports are also slow and stays so low and fails to grow, you never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. Once ticked off across the board with charge to what because his code can be ignored. Just how much DSP makes us feel so bored to help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch and why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are slow machine. He's snorting, burping, leaning, ban. It matters not if battery fun, his child can't see it powers make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before launching into a bike, pretending they're from bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of college cat and fatty wife and all his strife while forgetting that it's done well and they were rife. With drama he will react but isn't act, that is a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. Teaches nearly over and awareness in sight, with what to white despite Phil to light that tips were not white. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again, it's never if but always when the game is won. Thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Yad here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for what is today, Sunday the 19th of November 2023. Let me just adjust the volume here, the desktop audio is all the way down, my bad. That's it back to normal now, so there you go, you should be able to hear the music now in the background. But I don't usually do bingos on Sundays, I do sometimes, occasionally. I just try and mix up a little bit sometimes, and I felt like doing a bingo this particular Sunday because it is still in the aftermath of the whole I was robbed, shenanigans and all that fucking nonsense. I was enjoying myself there, and that being said, I was checking out that being said. Also on my brand dude, Hate Army and Snoots, they're having a grand old time. And just they're looking back on the whole fucking podcast from Friday and the sheer shit show that it fucking was. But it was time for bingo, so I had to leave and I had to kind of come to bingo and get on with bingo here because I got our own wee things to go over ourselves. As you can see, Phil's online. Phil's awake and online, and look at this shit. Let's get started. And Phil's like, yes, the ritual was banning idiots, and I just completed it. So Phil's been banning idiots apparently. What the fuck, man? What's it all about fucking rituals here? What's good, stinky butts? Hey everyone. I mean, I guess he has already leaning banned people. Going by what's not fucking China anyway. He's already fucking banning people left, right, and centre even before he began the fucking show. He is down to 487 members. His goal today is 495. Apparently, at some point he had over 500, very briefly, until he lost more members. So he's back down below it. But he's desperate to try and hit 500 members before the end of the month. So there we go. As I said, that being said, alive as well. Good wee time there. I was chilling there. I was having a grand old time. But it's overlapping with the bingo, and we need to kind of prepare ourselves for the bingo and all that jazz. So it is what it is, and all that jazz. I don't really have much to kind of go over. Phil had a decent Saturday, as you can see here. His Saturday stream was a Modern Warfare during the day, and somebody came along with $100 contribution tip. NDO, I think it was. Gave him 100 buckaroos. And other people as well are quite supportive. He had 1 Minute Man turn up and all that jazz. So yeah, very successful day stream for Call of Duty, $192 altogether. Night stream was definitely fucking falling flat. Like a Dragon Gaiden, 27 buckaroos on a night stream. However, though, there was something that might be related to that being the case. I have a video here. There's a video here which will tell you and show you the things that went wrong on DSP's night stream playing Like a Dragon Gaiden. This video is from Memoji 101, as per usual, so big ups to them. Here is what Phil went through playing Like a Dragon Gaiden.
So guys, I will say one thing. Sadly, once again, this is the second time this week, we hit 500 members, and then we lost a bunch again. So now we're down to 491. It sucks because we keep hitting 500. We hit it twice. We hit it earlier today. We were above 500. I was like, oh, this is good. Now we're moving back. Because remember, originally we were at 650. And I was like, good, this is good. We're moving in the right direction. And then a bunch expired during the break. I came back, we're at 491 again. So there's nothing I can really do about that. Besides, basically kind of hammering it into your heads that we have to change the way we do it. And it sucks. And I will... Tonight, community vibes. This is going to be a chill stream regardless. We're going to have a lot of conversation. Think about possibly becoming a member or gifting some memberships. 'Tis the season to help the fellow viewer, and I think that people would really appreciate that tonight. The community vibes of trying to build the memberships back up would be great. Nah, I don't want it. Nope, I don't want it. Oh, sorry, I'm a streamer. Oh no, he's a streamer. The lowest of the low. You want to talk about bottom of the barrel existence? What a lowlife. All right, a streamer. Oh, that thing where you upload videos online or broadcast live? What a fucking loser. That's what I do in boomer terms anyway. So that video you just showed me is one of those. Those ones with you eating yakisoba with all the sweat pouring down your face. Oh my god. Yeah, but I'm not getting any views or subscribers. Still, it was nice to see a real live reaction just now. Feels like it refreshed my perspective. I decided to drop this shtick and adopt something else. In fact, I've got just the thing. Oh, here we go. Hey, you totally think I'm an idiot. I can see it on your face. Yeah, you're pretty perceptive. This might sound silly to you, but I'm dead serious. If this doesn't work, I'll never make it as a streamer. Well, if you have to resort to pranks, lowball bullshit like mukbangs, drama, fabricated nonsense, you probably shouldn't be a fucking streamer. You should probably
You're guilty of all three of those fucking things though, Phil, technically. You fucking pretended you were robbed of a fucking day. That's you fucking fabricating fucking drama. You fucking eat food on your streams quite regularly, especially during fucking marathons. That's basically fucking mukbangs. You're guilty of that as well. Phil, your content is so fucking lowbrow and unwatchable for the most part. The podcast is, strictly speaking, the most popular part of your entire stream for the day. 8 hours of you streaming, and the fucking first hour or so is the part that people only care about. People don't care about the games.
Find something that you have some kind of expertise or entertainment value with that's legitimate to entertain an audience. You shouldn't be manufacturing bullshit to be a streamer. Sorry. If you're manufacturing bullshit, you will never be successful as a streamer. Although, I hate to say it, there are some people who are very successful being fakes. But it is what it is. There's so many dumb people on planet Earth that people will fall for anything, right? By the way, I think my thumbstick's breaking. Because take a look. I go down, then I press up, and it's slow. See that? It's slow to move.
This is pretty much the rest of the stream, by the way.
Hold on a second. I'm going to try something.
The rest of this video is his joystick being broken as fuck. I actually might go 2 times speed for this.
Yeah, my thumbstick's breaking. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. I was just saying I want to buy a new controller this week when they're on sale. Look, dude, look. It's breaking. I can't even... Are you shitting me? I think it just broke. I think it just fucking broke. Yeah, look. It won't go up consistently. It won't. Now it's working again. See that? Now it's working again. That's not good. That means the thumbstick is absolutely breaking. No, I have to borrow a controller from my wife because my wife has one that she bought this year, and then she has my old one where the trigger sticks. So we don't have like a new controller or anything, you know? This sucks. Why do these things wear out? This is 1 year. I bought this Black Friday last year. Black Friday is in 6 days. Why do they wear out like this, man? Seriously. They wear out so fast. 1 fucking year, the fucking thing's already worn out. That's ridiculously stupid. It's worn out that fast. Well, it seems to be working. Like, whatever was messed up with that, I kind of broke it in, so now it seems to be working. But that's such ass. Right? What keeps happening? Ugh. Here's one. Oh, by the way, it's fucked up again. Look, it won't go up all the way. It's all black. It won't go up at all. How do I play this fucking game? This fucking controller, you fucking piece of shit. Huh? You wanna fucking fuck me? Piece of shit. Work. There, Fallout fucking 4. 8 years ago. Recent captures. Oh, nice. They all gone? I almost died. I got impacts on them, so I have no health. What? What happened? Oh! There. Now. You're gonna fucking work if I tell you to. Fucking piece of dog shit. There. See, I beat the shit out of it. Now it's gonna do what I tell it. That's what you do. When you fucking stuff acts up, you fucking slap it around and you show who's fucking boss. You just start slapping it left and right until it works. That's what you're supposed to do with your equipment. Because God fucking damn it, this fucking controller's gonna try to act like it's the boss. It's not. Okay? By the way, it's still fucked up. Look, it's still won't work. This thing's a piece of shit. What a piece of shit thumbstick. Excuse me. Way over there? Oh, wow. Well, we're gonna be heading that way. We're heading north. Yeah, look, this thing doesn't work. Controller busted. This sucks. Fuck. This really sucks. I'm gonna have to get one from downstairs. I might have to because I'm not gonna play. I can't move. Look at that. I can't even move. Look at how fast it moves. I'm gonna have to get the backup controller from downstairs. The one that has the broken trigger. Alright, so, first things first, I'm gonna throw that. Here's the old one, by the way. See? This is the one. It was either the one that came with my Series X or the one that I bought right after. One or the other. So here it is. And I'm gonna take this other one. I'm gonna throw it in the fucking trash where it belongs. I just don't get why controllers... I don't understand why controllers don't last. I just don't get it. They used to last ages. Controllers used to last so effing long. I had, no exaggeration, Xbox One. I still have my launch controller from Xbox One, right? Now this shit doesn't last at all. Hey, look, this works. I can move. The thumbstick's all completely worn out, though. Oh. Yeah, the thumbstick's all old and worn out. Ew. Yeah,
It's gross and nasty, and the rubber is melting. I'm not kidding you, because that's what happens. These things get old, and then they wear out, and then they start melting shit. I'm trying to clean it, but it's probably not going to, because they disintegrate. These joysticks literally disintegrate over time, and there's nothing you can do about it, because they're made of cheap ass fucking fake rubber, and not even real rubber. It's that synthetic shit that, I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled this week, for deals. Like I said, that red controller I bought last year Black Friday for I want to say it was like $40. I think it was like $40. And right now I know they have a few of them on Amazon between 45 to 50 of various colors. I don't give two shits about the color, but it is kind of annoying to have to buy another one a year later. And I tried to launch more than I did last year with the same fucking controller. It's not like they changed it or improved it. It's the same controllers. So I'm hoping to find one eventually around $40 that way I'm not overspending. So
Money. Keep little transactions, $2, $3, $4, $5 here and there.
I got a dollar tip from someone saying, I got your stream for the first time tonight. People have been talking about you in regards to like lolcow conversations, but I'm checking out your stream. You seem totally normal to me. Yeah, but you may notice now, listen, I can't speak for other people who are, grouped into this qualification, tag, whatever you want to call it, whatever the moniker, right? I don't know. I can't speak for everyone else. I don't watch other people's streams either. Like, I've heard of Wings of Redemption. I've never watched one of his streams. I know of Boogie. I've never watched one of his streams, right? So I don't actually know how they are in their content either, right? But as you can see, this is a typical stream of mine. I mean, yeah, there's streams where I get really upset if I'm playing a competitive game and things aren't going well. I'll rage or whatever. For the most part, this is what you can expect on a standard stream of mine. So if you like this kind of content, this is what you'll see here on the channel. Come on by, hang out. You're welcome.
But Phil, your demonstration of that content is basically you fucking having that broken ass controller and you don't have a fucking spare backup one ready to fucking go. You have to go downstairs and steal the one you fucking gave to your fucking wife before, and you're using that instead. Oh. Yeah, mate, Phil dance. Kinda. Nah, he's not dancing. Damn, Phil won't dance. Thank you very much to Natalie Braithwaite for the super chat. It says, I'm pretty sure his controllers break. I'm pretty sure the reason his controllers break are because he beats the shit out of them. Yeah, pretty fucking much. He demonstrated right there that he was beating the crap out of his controller, and he even fucking said to everyone, when a controller doesn't want to work properly, you just fucking beat the crap out of it until it starts behaving itself again, show it who's boss. It's no wonder Phil's fucking technology breaks all around. He does not take good care of it whatsoever. He does not maintain his fucking technology whatsoever, whether it's controllers, whether it's computers themselves, or whatever, keyboards. Yeah, Jesus Christ, I mean, it's terrible. You've seen the state of his fucking room. You've seen how often it gets fucking cleaned. He is awful at maintaining his shit.
Kind of content, this is what you'll see here on the channel. Come on by, hang out. You're welcome. I do a podcast every morning, literally every morning here, for about an hour and a half, and then we play games, 2 different sessions, and we have a good time together, and that's what it's all about, right? The thing is, these people don't care about that. They don't care that I have a successful business. They don't care that I have a viewer base that likes to hang out and chill and it's legit. They just want to focus on nonsense or misrepresent me so they get something out of it. And that's all. That's what the whole lolcow culture is.
You want to talk about fucking misrepresenting? You claimed you were fucking robbed when you didn't fucking actually get robbed. You were walking around the store with a fucking shopping cart full of groceries. You left the fucking shopping cart and then the shopping cart vanished. You had not lost any money. The only thing you had lost really was time and a couple of your reusable bags, which you already fucking replaced on Amazon for even better bags. So you've not really lost it at all, but you're fucking trying to pretend you fucking got robbed to try and fucking turn out sympathy and pity box from your dent-headed audience. You're the one that's fucking misrepresenting things all the goddamn fucking time, Phil.
Just find a way to annoy someone and make them suffer, right? Which is messed up when you think about it. Like, what the hell is that about? So for your own purposes, misrepresent someone or say nasty things about them constantly, and, so you benefit, it's fucked up. But, that's life, I guess. That's what YouTube created. YouTube created that culture, and they allow it, and they circulate it, and they promote it, so how can I fucking learn? I'm pretty much to the point where, I'm financially destitute. It sucks. So it is what it is. Dark side, fill the lolcow.
And that's the end of the video. Link to the video is in the chat right now. This is a course made by DSP Transit Memology 101. I'm always, obviously, I'm regularly fucking showing our clips on this channel, showing our videos on this channel. It's always entertaining stuff, you know what I mean? So yeah, the link to the video is in the chat right now. If you're not subscribed to me, you really fucking should. He does some robust DSP style content. It's always good with his little edits and inserts as well. So Phil is going to be BRB very soon. Apparently, he'll be beginning the fucking show soon. What's I feel like I was going to go over one more thing. Oh yeah, the title of his fucking show today, My Answer for Turkey Tom. Let's chill before the actual. Phil, remember, Phil's fucking somebody who wants to avoid all the drama. He doesn't want anything to do with the fucking drama, and yet here he is. He doesn't want to. So instead of answering Tom directly over Twitter or something, over a conversation, he's choosing to answer him instead on his own podcast. That to me seems like it's intentionally trying to stir up some sort of drama fucking bait trap thing here. And also, yeah, I did share a video. I shared a wee video the other day. Mighty D made a video the other day. And let me find it for you guys. So give me a second here. I went and shared it on my community page. So yeah, we'll watch this as well. Turkey Tom impersonates DSP. Here we go. So yeah, this is going to be a video here. Link to it is in the chat right now. And yeah, this is basically Turkey Tom was on the Lolcow podcast with Mutahar and someone else who I don't know.
I heard DSP.
Phil's going live right now, apparently. Well, let's just put a stop to that. Let's pause that bastard and build up some nice speed up. Just cheers to let me know, Anthony. We'll watch this first and then we'll go back to DSP.
Fucking is seething about this entire podcast, or he was coping about it on like his pre-stream podcast or some shit.
DSP just keeps saying how much he doesn't care about this podcast. He doesn't care about all this stuff getting done. He doesn't want to work with Keem. No interest in any of this stuff. But the minute we release something, all of a sudden he has so much to say about it. I thought that was really funny.
Well, he gave a lot of shit when Tom released his documentary on him. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. You want to talk a little bit about...
By the way, Turkey Tom's documentary has over 1 million views now. He surpassed 1 million views, so big up to Turkey Tom for breaking the 1 million mark on that documentary about DSP. 1 million different... 1 million views is no fucking... That is easy to dismiss as just being a big deal, but not... For something about DSP to reach that kind of number in that quicker time, it's only been a couple of weeks, if that. It's not even been a couple of weeks and it's at 1 million views already, so big ups to Turkey Tom for that.
About that, Tom?
You want to talk about DSP?
It is the Lolcow podcast.
Hell yeah, dude.
Okay, so I dropped this video about DSP. It's about 2 hours long. I just dropped it, actually. And the title is A Decade of Failure, which, I mean, it is a little clickbaity because I want people to watch it, but it's also accurate because Phil's life has been, like many lolcows, a lot of failure, not a lot of success, and it covers actually more like a decade and a half. It's about 14 years. Phil hasn't seen it, at least he says he hasn't seen it. He went on stream and he was like, so listen, I'm not getting involved in drama, okay? I know everybody wants me to watch this Turkey Tom video, and honestly, I've heard good things about it. You know, I've heard it's good. I've heard it's nothing too crazy, but I will say, Turkey Tom, I have a question for you here. Why do you call it a decade of failure? I mean, a decade of decline would be more accurate. A decade of falling. A decade of disaster would be more accurate.
Dude.
Failure.
Oh, no, you didn't.
I mean, Turkey Tom, I'm the happiest I've ever been. Okay, I'm the happiest I've ever been in my life. I'm doing great. I'm not getting involved in drama.
I fucking hate it when he says I'm doing great.
Business-wise, things are going good. Business-wise, my streams are doing well. I'm making more money.
Because it's every time I go to his streams, it's always just like, hey guys, that fucking tip goal hasn't been met yet. Dude, his fan base, if DSP could fucking get the audience to direct deposit a paycheck into the fucking DSP Gaming like super chat fund, True. That's exactly how it would be.
So DSP, he was like saying stuff like, you know, decade of failure is just totally inaccurate. I'm doing great. You know, how can I be a failure if I'm doing great? I'm happier than I've ever been. And it's like, I'm not saying he's definitely miserable, but when somebody's constantly trying to say, I'm doing great, you do kind of start to wonder, like, is he really doing that great? Yeah, and obviously there's a lot of e-begging on those streams as well, which is like, is that what's making you happy? It's hard for me to tell. End of the day, I'm not here to speculate on like what Phil's happiness level is. I just want to make a video that's entertaining about him. He said he's not going to watch it because he wants to avoid drama. He also kind of alluded to the Lolcow podcast a little bit. He was like, people are trying to rope me in to their drama, and I'm not having any of it, okay? I won't do it. No paycheck is worth it to me. So that's what he said.
But and this is the fucked up thing about it. He'll like guilt trip his audience. It's like, oh man, I'm running out of. Listen, guys, if you don't fucking donate to these streams, you're not going to get this quality fucking content. Can I just say for the record, I fucking hate it when DSP says his streams and videos are like this quality fucking content that should be put up in the fucking Louvre. It makes no fucking sense. You know how easy it is to make DSP's videos? Dude, I fucking wish all I had to do was fucking scratch my balls in the fucking morning.
What?
Load up the newest game.
What?
Open up OBS and start fucking recording and just fucking smash my face through a video game. That is so condescendingly fucking awful. The DSP like puts this whole facade up like he's out there creating these like he's like, I'm sitting here recording 3 podcasts a day and fucking 2 gaming streams.
He's been doing that forever though.
Yeah,
like, he's
it's
been
like,
doing it for like 15 years.
But how much fucking effort is that, Tom? It's like he opens up OBS, hits start record, stop record, and then maybe maybe he throws that into a fucking editor, slices like some endpoints, and then just renders that out and sends it to YouTube. Fuck, he doesn't even have to do that shit. He just stops, records, starts, and then sends that slop up to YouTube. The man is the lowest effort.
I'm saying he's been saying that he's like, I treat it like a job for 15 years. That's what he's been talking about for so fucking long. And he's like one of these guys that like, you know, at a certain point you have to stop talking about the work and actually do it. This is a guy who took like 7 years to stop using his camera, capturing his fucking TV, to start using a capture card, okay? Like, this is how late this guy was. So I think it's fair to say that DSP is not exactly putting in the most effort to his stuff. With DSP, 9 out of 10 hours is like unwatchable. Like, you can't.
Well, 9 out of 10 hours is just fucking no word. Dude, you watch any of his live streams, he barely interacts with the chat, barely interacts with his fucking
except
community.
to ask for money.
Yeah, literally. It's like fucking I can condense his entire streams for the people watching this podcast. It's literally like fucking change, spare change, please. Guys, I'm gonna lose the fucking house. And then like here's the fucked up part about DSP. Somebody did the accounting on him and he made like fucking, I think it's some insane amount every month. Like he makes 6 figures a fucking year apparently. And somehow that's still not enough to fucking live off. Somehow he's still crying fucking, I'm about to be in the poorhouse the next week, okay? Dude, he's literally like, dude, at this point, he's going to be on fucking streams asking tips to buy the cat food now, okay? He's like, hey guys, listen, if you don't fucking donate during this playthrough of like Alan Wake 2, fucking the kitty ain't going to eat.
She's dead! She's dead!
So there we go. That was Mighty D's edit of Turkey Tom impersonating DSP from the Lolcow podcast. I'll link to it one more time in the chat. So link to Mighty D's video is in the chat right now. But yeah, Phil's going live. So I guess we should properly begin today's bingo and get it all set up for that. So the bingo card, we need to determine what we're going to use for the number. That's what I want to look for. Number. Somebody give me a number. Somewhere at all. Just any number at all. As long as it's not a big massive number. There it is. The first number in chat I saw was Diablo Lord of Darkness with 666. How fucking predictable was that? But 666. There we go. The bingo card for today is going to look like this. So I asked my members earlier on, do we think Phil's still going to talk about the robbery? And most people think he is going to still bring it up in some capacity because he likes to fucking drum up sympathy and all that jazz. So yeah, we are sticking with the centre square being rabbed and him bringing up and all that jazz. But this is the bingo card for today's show. We have Phil to smack his lips, him say idiot, tired, reality and fuck. The second row is Phil saying unique, voted, in fact, honest, and what the fuck are you talking about? He's allowed to say what are you talking about as well. He doesn't need to say what the fuck. But as long as he says, what are you talking about, that counts as well. The third row is Phil doing scat talk, him saying dude, rabbed, good news, and him having dead air. The fourth row is Phil giving the prayer hands to his chat, him saying excited, example, him mocking his chat, and him saying you see. The fifth and final row is Phil pointing at a text on the screen, him repeating the same point constantly, him giving a good old turbo nose where he goes, no. Him saying help, and finally him saying interactive. That is today's bingo card we have for us today. Now, we have done quite well in the bingo as of late. We've been we have won quite a lot of bingos within the last week or so. You know, it's been crazy amount of fucking bingos we've won. That streak could continue today, but you guys need to fucking help make sure that happens, because you guys are in direct control of one of the ways we can get free spaces. But of course, there's other ways to get free spaces too. If Phil snorts 20 times or burps 10 times before he starts recording for his live react crap today, that gives us a free space. If he gets 100 likes from his audience and blows bubbles for him before he starts recording for that live react crap, that too gives us a free space. And if we get 100 likes on this very stream right here before we finish playing bingo, not only does that give us a free space as well, but you guys also get to enjoy the bubbles animation that Pixar Animation so very kindly made for us all to enjoy. And of course, One of you guys can potentially win a prize if we get a full house on the bingo card you see before you, but to make sure you're eligible to win a prize, you've got to make sure you've left a comment on a community post which is linked in the description of this live stream. If you have not left a comment yet on that community post, then you're not going to be eligible to potentially win a prize if we do get a full house. So there we go. And I think that covers all the bases. I think we can begin the show now. So apparently Phil's got a short intro today. Does he even have a... Oh yeah, he does actually have a fucking proper wee intro thing to fucking... So, yeah, whatever. So, we'll just crack on with the show right now. Actually, I'm going to go 1.25. 1.25 speed. Here we fucking go. Good stuff indeed. And, I remember what I was going to do now. I had a feeling I was forgetting something before we even begin the fucking bingo. D-Dog made something. Now, I've not seen it yet. I was waiting for this fucking bingo to start watching it. He made something, and yeah, and D-Dog thanks Aqua Teal for the inspiration. So I've been waiting for this bingo to watch whatever it was D-Dog made. So here we go. What is it D-Dog made?
Fire! Wind! Water! Heart! Go planet!
By your powers combined, I am Captain Planet!
Captain Planet, he's our hero. Gonna take pollution down to zero. They're going to destroy the forest.
We have to do something. Let our powers combine. Earth, fire.
By the way, for full disclosure here, I do use reusable shopping bags. I used to not, and then basically right before the pandemic hit, I bought a bunch of these reusable shopping bags. And what I found is, man, it's easier when you got your groceries and you're carting them in and out of your house. Having the reusable bags just makes it easier. You know, a lot of people say, oh, it saves the environment. You can believe that if you want. I really don't give two shits because I really don't feel like my impact on the environment using shopping bags is that big. But I'll tell you this, it is way easier carrying your groceries around with reusable shopping bags than it is with those shitty plastic ones, okay? So...
My heart, it hurts.
The fuck? Jesus Christ, man. Aqua Teal. No, sorry, I'm blaming Aqua Teal. No, don't play it again. I'm blaming Aqua Teal. Technically, it is Aqua Teal's fault for inspiring D-Dog to make that fucking thing. What the hell? I did like it earlier on, but I'm definitely going to repost it as well to try and get more eyes to see it, because goddamn, that was unexpected to say fucking least. So big ups to D-Dog for making that creation. What the fuck have I got here? Stevie Dead here. Someone's happy I'm at a hospital but confused as to why I can't see on my start right now. It's always good to see Stephen and glad he's doing well. He's got a long road to recovery though, that's the thing. You know, it will be a while before he's back properly. He kind of pops in now and again to different streams to kind of just check in, but the fact of the matter is he cannot actually just stay in one position for too long because he's fucking back and trying to recover. So fingers crossed for him to fucking get better, you know what I mean? But we all miss Steve, you know what I mean? We all miss Steve, and hopefully he can recover as soon as possible so he can be back on things like that being said, for example, because he's definitely missed on there as well, you know what I mean? I did miss his input on there as well. But yeah. I'm just scrolling for fucking random Twitter now just to fucking see. A bunch of random ass shits. Any good old tractor shits. Wow. Oh, this is him smash the controller. He actually slammed it off the fucking ground. What the fuck? Nota Pathetic Cucumbers asked me to link the clip. You mean the one that D-Dog made? Sure, give me a second here. Yeah, a link to the tweet. There we go. And I'll put it in the chat. So there we go. A link to D-Dog's tweet is in the chat right now for everyone that wants to see it. But yeah, let's just look. There we go. I got what I wanted done. I'm glad I remembered to do it before the bingo began properly, because I had it planned as well, and then I fucking forgot about it. And right as I was with the beginning, I was like, oh wait a second, Twitter, the fucking videos. There we go. Anyway, let's crack on with the bingo. Let's get on with the show. Fingers crossed we can get in our full house today. Here we fucking go.
Good morning, everyone. We got a heck of a show today. Why? Because yesterday, I asked you, my viewers, for feedback. Should I or should I not do an interview with Turkey Tom, the YouTube documentarian who just made a documentary about me last week?
Why? Hold the fuck on. What do you mean, should you or should you fucking not? You didn't even fucking have the fucking the energy to watch his fucking documentary. Why should Turkey Tom give you any time when you can't even be arsed to watch the documentary he made about you? Like, Phil refuses to watch the documentary. He's relying on word of mouth apparently to fucking get to know what the documentary's about. It's just it blows my fucking mind. But it is what it is.
After having dialogue back and forth with him, I was kind of on the fence. So, you gave me overwhelming amounts of feedback. Wow, that was way more than I expected. And on today's show, I'm going to discuss said feedback and tell you about what answer and conclusion I have come to. So, we got an interesting show right around the bend. See you there.
So hold the fuck on. His entire podcast is going to be dedicated to basically to talking about whether he wants to do an interview or not. Are you fucking shitting me? This is his plan for today, to talk about potential drama shit. Oh my fucking god, I would have been better off just fucking having a day off, for God's sake. This is what I gave up my Sunday for. Fucking me. Okay, this could be a rough one. This could be a brutal one today. Let's just get on with it. Here we fucking go.
Alright, everyone. So let's jump into it. Today is Sunday, the 19th of November, 2023. This is the Level 1 Podcast. I welcome you here to the show. Before we get into the meat of what today's discussion will be, because this undoubtedly will take up the majority of the show, I think what we should do is get through kind of the other stuff first, okay? So that way we can get to the meat of the show and we can move on, all right? So, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the schedule for the rest of the week. Let's talk about what's going on with my current playthroughs, get that out of the way, and then we'll get to the subject at hand. First of all, I do want to say, thank you all for the feedback, because when I ask for feedback, as I told you guys, more often than not these days, I make my decisions directly based on what you guys say, because I realize that my choices here on stream, in my life, anything really that affects my content, affects you. It's not just about me, it's about us, this community, and making sure that I'm not creating an environment that's not fun to be in, right? And I feel like, sadly, I did make some choices, notably earlier this year, where that happened, and that's on me, right? So, I was very apprehensive about the possibility of jumping into an interview with someone else. We're going to talk a little bit about that in a second. I'm going to give you the background and a summary. I'm going to tell you what I was considering on each side of the equation and why I was so apprehensive to do the interview. And then I'm going to tell you about the feedback I got overnight, and then I'm going to tell you about my final conclusion. All right? So, excuse me.
Hold on. Do we think Phil's going to fucking do it or not? I feel like a poll is required for this, you know? So I'm going to run a wee quick poll in the fucking chat. Will DSP want to interview with Turkey Tom? Simple poll. Will DSP want to do an interview with Turkey Tom? Yes or no? Because apparently he's got a conclusion. According to him, based on what he just fucking said in this fucking little intro to his crap today, he has a conclusion as to whether he wants to fucking do it or not. So there we go. We've got a poll in the chat, and he's got a great, tremendous amount of feedback. Apparently, he's going to talk a lot about it. So I personally can't see him fucking doing it. You know what I mean? I don't think he's going to do an interview with Turkey Tom, because Turkey Tom, I don't even think Turkey Tom cares that much anymore. He wants to move. He made a fucking 2-hour documentary on DSP. He's clearly had enough. Even that Mighty D clip, you saw Turkey Tom being asked about DSP, and he started off by saying, do we really have to, have we got to fucking do this? He has had enough of DSP. But yet here's DSP happy to fucking keep bringing up Turkey Tom and discuss the possibility of an interview. Let's just get on with it.
Before we get to all that, which will be undoubtedly the meat of the show, let's quickly get through the other stuff. All right? First of all, I'm in the midst of many playthroughs. All right, yesterday was Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer day, and we did it as a daytime stream, and you guys loved it, and so did I. Even though, admittedly, every match wasn't great because the connections are very wonky in this game. Sometimes you'll get an absolutely great match with a great connection, and you're getting kill streaks, and your shots are accurate, and everything is great. And then the next match, it's like you're playing in a bowl of fucking molasses. You can't move, your shots are delayed. It's really stupid. So, I absolutely had a great time playing it, even though there was frustration, and I think that's part of the enjoyment of me playing that game. You never know what you're going to get. You might get Phil beasting, getting crazy kill streaks and score streaks and summoning the Juggernaut and going nuts. Or you might get Phil just completely getting dominated because the game is fucking lagging and shit. And that's fun to watch too, let's be honest, right? There's absolutely... you know, we absolutely...
Like, there's not a possibility of Phil playing bad. It's either Phil plays amazing or the game fucks him over and with lag and it kind of forces him to not play well. That's the only two possibilities in the fucking game. It can't be Phil having a bad game. No. That's an impossibility when it comes to fucking Modern Warfare 3, apparently.
Positively know that it's a mixed bag when it comes to content with me, especially Street Fighter, any competitive game online. My successes are entertaining, but so are my failures, and I get that. I also know that's why people were campaigning to get Modern Warfare 3 back as a daytime stream. When it's a night stream, only 2 hours, well, the first hour is usually the daily challenges, and then there's barely enough time to really get into the meat of me trying something with a weapon set or a build, and then we're out of time. So having this as a daytime stream worked really well yesterday. I got to do a bunch of gameplay. I unlocked a bunch of stuff, including an auto shotgun, which is working really, really well. I just had a great time. And I know the viewers did too, because not only was, you know, people having a great time in chat, but they were engaged, they were supported the stream in droves. They really enjoyed this. So, thank you.
Translation: Phil Burnell was given $192 dues for playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. 100 of that dollars was from NDO. And, but still, yeah, Phil had a very successful day stream, so of course he's going to be fucking happy as Larry about it all, and fucking be like, oh my god, people loved it, people absolutely loved it. Yeah, of course it is. The money high was strong for that day stream.
To anyone who came from Modern Warfare 3 yesterday, again, that was a direct result of your feedback. You guys telling me you wanted it back on the daytime stream. I did what you wanted, and you seem to love it. So that's excellent, and moving forward, we'll try to keep Modern Warfare 3 in the daytime stream to see how it goes, okay? Pretty cool. Now, late stream last night was like a Dragon Gaiden. This game is exactly what I expected. It plays just like the other Yakuza games from the past. Open world exploration, quirky side missions and content, you know, little mini missions here and there, tons of combat in the streets and a leveling system, and I would argue that this series, the Like a Dragon, Yakuza series, whatever you want to call it because it's had multiple names, is definitely one of the best for late night chill streaming. It allows us to have fun conversation. It allows us to enjoy not only the content and discuss the game, but have other conversations as well because the game is open like that. I will just say though, by the end of the stream, I was a little disappointed. The last 20 or 30 minutes, people got really quiet. I don't know what happened. People kind of clammed up and stopped talking. I don't know if it was getting late or whatever, but I was a little disappointed there because again, the whole point of the game is it's a chill stream game. I want to have that level of interaction and hanging out with you guys in conversation, and people kind of got real tight-lipped at the end. And I don't know why only at the end of the stream that happened, but for the most part, it was a really great stream, had a good time. It was an outstanding streaming day yesterday, okay? Let's quickly talk about the rest of the week because we've got a special week coming up of holiday fun and all kinds of stuff. So today, it's React Day, meaning after this podcast ends, which might run long, we'll see, depends on, you know, how long I have to explain my decision-making here about this thing, we're going to swing over to my sister channel, DSP Reacts. And on that channel, we're going to be watching clips as submitted by you, the members of that channel. It's a great thing. We're going to have Black Friday and Thanksgiving themed stuff. We've got some documentary style stuff, some comedy stuff, gaming related stuff. It's a good variety this week, a good mix. So I hope you'll go over there and join me for that show. And if you're on the live stream when this actual podcast ends, it'll actually direct you right over there and tell you how to get there. Just say click here or whatever. And certainly if you're someone who watches this podcast, I hope that you will consider jumping over to the channel. It's youtube.com/@DSPReacts. It's a great show we do once a week, okay? So, after that show, which will be the entirety of this afternoon, later tonight, it will be a late night stream of content here on DSP Gaming, and this will be something completely different. Tonight, we are going back to Starfield for the first time in over a freaking month. I know. Starfield was a game that came out in September, and when we started playing it, it had momentum, it was interesting, it was playing like a Bethesda game. And then as we got further into Starfield, we kind of realized, wow, all the new mechanics they added to this game, the crafting, the research, weapon modding, building your own ship, space travel, literally, it's all bad. I hate to say it, like literally every new thing they added, every new mechanic sucks. They're not entertaining or fun or anything. They feel like they're kind of half finished. They feel like they're not well thought out, not well tested. How is it that this game has a research tree system that you never need to use ever, but the game acts like it's an integral part of the game? How is it that it has an insane amount of complex weapon mods, none of which are useful because you just keep finding weapons to use anyway? Right? So, basically, this game was not what we thought it was going to be. We thought this would be the next big Fallout, the next Elder Scrolls. No. This game ends up being, okay, go do questing and get through some combat and do some dialogue choices, and get to the next quest and do some combat and do some dialogue choices, and nothing about the game feels unique, and all the new stuff sucks. And the kicker here is that after having spent 40 hours in the game, last time I played it, threw us a story loop that was so crazy. I can't believe they actually wrote this as the story of their game. It literally negates the meaningfulness of anything you have done in the game up to that point. It literally slaps you in the face and was like, well, hope you enjoyed the game up to now. None of that matters. And it actually shocked me so much that they went for that plot line that I decided to not play it for a very long time. I was like, well, if they're not going to respect my time as a gamer, then I'm not going to respect their game, and I'll go back to it whenever I feel like it. So here we are, like 2 months later, and finally I said, all right, I do want to see the story ending of this game. But honestly, because and the thing is, I can explain this more fully once we beat it. Once I beat the game, I'll be very, very okay with talking about the ending. But right now, I'm apprehensive about spoiling, because it is such a big thing in the plot of the game, okay? But I will talk about it eventually, I promise you. So anyway, I want to see the end of the story of the game.
I don't really care about anything else anymore. There's 2 entire factions that I would have done if I hadn't reached this part in the story, but now I don't care about them anymore. There's entire companion quests that I was interested in. I don't care anymore. That's what happened. This plot literally made me not care about the game. That's pretty bad that you wrote such a bad plot, not realizing how bad it was, that you inadvertently turned off people who love Bethesda games. I love Bethesda games, just not Starfield. See? So I want to see where it ends. All right? So we are going to play it tonight on the late stream, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. But I don't understand we have maybe 4-6 hours left. So we're going to do these final story missions. We're going to get through it. We're going to finish it. So that way, at least at the end of the year, when I do my game countdowns of the best and worst of the year, I can rank it properly, and I'll know exactly what the end of the game was going for, and I'll be able to fully talk about this game once I beat it. I need to beat it, though. I can't have it lingering 40 hours and not beaten. So that's why we're bringing it back now. I'm not going to be playing it nonstop. We'll play it tonight. We'll probably play it again once next week. We'll play it like gradually, slowly over time until we beat it over the next few weeks. Okay? Cool. Burger. Starting tomorrow, we're back to full-time gaming. On Monday, the main daytime stream will be Super Mario RPG Remake. We played this on Friday when it released. It's quite good. It's exactly what you would expect. It's a great remake with great improved graphics, great remixed music, good gameplay elements. It's a solid outing. I'm really enjoying it, and I hope you'll join me again on Monday for it. Monday night will be more Street Fighter 6 multiplayer as I continue to try to learn and improve with Dalsim. I don't know if I'll just do all casual play again, or maybe I'll start with a little casual play, and then when I feel comfortable, maybe I'll jump over to rank. I will say this, I need to learn 1 or 2 things with him, because like I said, there's a throw that's really good, and I don't know how to do it. And by the way, I realized after having played that entire session Friday night, I was like, oh yeah, there's a better combo that I can do with him after doing like a low medium punch drive rush, and I didn't do it once. I was like, why didn't I do it? It's an easy ass combo to do. It's way better damage and execution than what I was doing. So I will try to implement that when I play again on Monday night. But anyway, more Street Fighter 6 Monday night, okay? Then Tuesday, it's going to be a major daytime stream of Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer again, and then Tuesday night, Like a Dragon Gaiden, and that's the week. I'm not here on Wednesday. I know that's a little weird. Normally Thursday would be my day off, but this is a special week with American Thanksgiving on Thursday, so it'll be Wednesday, my day off, Thursday, American Thanksgiving, and we're going to be doing some special stuff on American Thanksgiving. There's actually, and I will give a shout out to Overpowered Boone, he actually found a really cool Thanksgiving trivia quiz that we could do together. All right, what it is a bunch of questions about the history of Thanksgiving and all kinds of stuff, and I think that's something fun to do that day. We could do it together live on stream and see how much we all know about Thanksgiving, because I probably don't know the answers either, right? So it'd be something fun to do, just go through the quiz and kind of, you know, see what kind of questions, like who knows what. In addition, we'll probably do a tier maker that day of ranking foods that you would eat on American Thanksgiving. And I'm only doing 1 stream on Thanksgiving. It's just going to be the daytime stream, so we'll do the podcast, and then we'll do this, like, chill Thanksgiving Day stream where we hang out, we talk, we do some Q&A, and we do kind of this tier maker, this question, you know, all this stuff. It'll be a fun one. It'll be a fun, chill day, not super serious, just kind of a relaxed, laid-back day. I'm not going to be here on Thanksgiving night because I'm actually going to relax with my family and have a great dinner and have a night off. But then when I come back that Friday, it's marathon time, because this coming Friday, it is the return of the Adpocalypse. All day long on Black Friday, November 24th, I'll be reacting to ads. That is correct. Advertisements as submitted by you. You still have time. If you want to submit ads for this Friday, you can either type !Adpocalypse into the chat, or if you're a channel member, there's a members only thread that you can post up on the main channel page of this channel, DSP Gaming. Please be sure to post up ads. The more ads, the better. If we get 400 ads and we only get through 50, that's much better than we only have 20 ads and we get through all of them in 2 hours and we have nothing to do. Just saying. So on that day, I'll be reacting to ads all day long. I'm going to order some food. We're actually going to have an episode of Feasting with Phil for the first time in ages, which will be really fun. And maybe there'll be some drinking, depending. If we get some contributions of certain level, perhaps I'll take a few shots, and you can pick what shot you want me to drink, because I'll have multiple kinds of liquor that I have left over in my house. So we'll see. We'll see what you guys want, but it should be a fun show. I feel like we're going to have a great time. And the best part about this is that it's laid back, it's relaxing, and it's not going to be anything serious. Usually when I do a marathon, it'll be like, oh, well, we've got to rush and get this game done and do this. And it's not the case in this one. Last year when I did this marathon on Black Friday, a lot of people were critical and were like, oh, this will not happen. This will not be a big deal or whatever, right? Well, guess what? It was the best marathon I did last year. People loved it. People loved it so much they wanted me to bring it back right away. They wanted it for like January. And I was like, nah, we'll hold off. And now here we are a year later. So I think it's going to be great. I certainly hope that you guys will join me for this event this Friday on the 24th. And then after that, we're back to the regular schedule. Full days of gameplay, react stream on Sunday, and we'll continue on. Now keep in mind, once we start wrapping up games that I'm playing now, the next one will be RoboCop, because it was already donated by a viewer, and other viewers also donated the game, to the point now where I'm going to have copies of this game to give out when we actually eventually play RoboCop, okay? So that's pretty cool to know that we're actually going to have multiple copies of the game given out and all of that. It should be great. This should all be good stuff coming up. Nice content, great gameplay, chill, relaxing, and interaction. It's going to be great, all right? I'm very excited for all of it. So that's the schedule right now. All right? And as you guys know, if you like the content, please support it.
I am a crowdfunded independent guy. I don't have sponsorships or partnerships. I don't have collaborations with other YouTubers. I don't get paid to play games. I don't show products on my streams. That's because I have a philosophy that if I put out entertaining enough content for you that's honest and true, and if you know you can trust me in the opinions that I give you on games, that you will reciprocate that kind of content with support. And this has happened for the last, 12, 13 years since I've been doing this for a living, and it's worked. So, if you like this content, please support it in one of the many ways you can. One of the ways is by liking the videos, liking the streams, leaving comments on them. That feedback that I got overnight is critical. That's the kind of stuff I need to make correct decisions for you guys moving forward, and I appreciate that feedback, and it helps the channel. It's called engagement. It makes more people be able to find the content and watch it, so please consider liking videos, liking streams, leaving comments. Super chats and super stickers on a live stream or super thanks on an on-demand YouTube video help a lot. Those are ways to thank, not thank, but support the content, I should say, through YouTube. And I will thank you for those contributions directly, whether a shout out on a stream or a pop-up on the stream, whether I highlight that as a comment on a video on demand or whatever after the fact, okay? So, there you go. Memberships, super important, because number one, you get tons of benefits for a membership. For example, you can get access to all my emails. You can ignore the slow mode in the chat and talk as much as you want on a stream. You get a cool chat crown badge to show how long you've been a supporter next to your name in the chat. And you get to be prioritized for special events. For example, right now for this Adpocalypse event, members get their ads watched first on the show. You see? So, please consider becoming a member today. We are trying to hit 500 members. We did, and then a bunch of memberships expired, and I was like, oh man. So if we could get back to 500 members, that would be outstanding. Either consider becoming a member today, or maybe gifting some memberships to the community. As they say, 'tis the season, and a lot of people around here would be accepting of a gifted membership and would appreciate that, okay? Now, one final way to contribute, tipping. This is a direct contribution to PayPal, and this helps me because it's immediate support. I can use it to pay a bill, to buy a game, to get some groceries. It's liquidity for my business. It helps a lot. Tips are very important. I actually get more of a cut of a tip than most other contributions. And because of that, there's rewards in place. If I reach like $50, $100, $150 for tips on any stream, we do like rewards for it. So please consider it. Thanks in advance to anyone who supports my stream or content. Seriously, I really appreciate all of you supporting my stuff over the years. You're the reason I'm here, and the reason I could still do what I love for a living. Without you, yeah, I wouldn't be able to do this. But you guys still are here for me. I really, really appreciate that. We're of sound mind and similar thought when it comes to the kind of content that I like to put out and you like to enjoy watching, right? And I thank you for that. Okay, now, we got through the intro. What was that, 15 minutes? 19 minutes? All right, we got it done. Because now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the subject, this is the topic that everyone's going to want to hear. This is the part of the podcast that everyone's going to clip, all right? And everyone's going to put all over the internet. And this part of the podcast will be discussed on everyone else's show but mine. Okay? That's how it works, right? The drama portion is what everyone else outside of this stream wants to hear.
But Phil, I thought you avoided all the drama. You keep fucking saying you want to avoid all the drama until you are prioritizing it on your own podcast. It makes you seem like a big, massive fucking hypocrite.
Maybe you're someone who's a regular and you don't even give a crap. I don't blame you. Why don't I blame you? Because as you know, I'm not a guy who focuses on drama. I'm not a guy who focuses on this on this crap, entertainment value, right? I like putting out content that's game-centered, that's chill. Even though, yes, watching me rage or whatever at a game is entertaining, maybe that's not so chill. It's still fun, right? It's in good humor. You know the kind of content that I like to put out. And you know that I like to avoid drama. But every once in a while, I get sucked into it. And there's not much I can do about it, correct? It's going to happen. In life, you can't always avoid the drama, but it all depends on how you react to it and how you handle it, right? And for a quick summary of what's going on, for those who maybe haven't been around recently, allow me to summarize what's going on so you know why we're in this point today and why I'm talking about this today and why I'm coming to a decision. So, about a week ago, I don't know again because I haven't watched it, but a YouTube documentarian, I don't know, drama video maker. I don't know exactly how you would even categorize him because, again, I never watched his content before. His name's Turkey Tom, and apparently he did a 2-hour documentary on me on his channel, okay? Immediately when it released, Phil, did you hear it? Phil, did you see it? Phil, what do you think? Phil, what's your comment? Phil. And my answer is very simple. I have no comment because I haven't seen it. It's 2 hours long. I don't have time to just drop everything I'm doing in the midst of the...
Phil, you've been fucking watching the entire fucking series of Invincibles. Or whatever it's fucking called, that fucking thing with Omni-Man. I mean, it's called Invincible or something, yeah. But you've watched the entirety of that. You fucking watch videos on Street Fighter players to try and fucking learn the techniques before you fucking play the game. You have the time. You just lack the fucking patience, I guess, to fucking manage your time accordingly to fucking watch a 2-hour documentary about you made by Turkey Tom. So you're full of fucking shit here, Phil. You could easily fucking set aside 2 fucking hours for this shit. But you choose not to. You pretend you're so fucking busy with your fucking life, and the fact of the matter is, you wake up at 10:30 every fucking morning. You can fucking wake up earlier than that to get a lot of shit done before you start your fucking shitey podcast. And then you could actually fucking maybe set aside time as well to fucking set time to watch this fucking documentary. You don't need to watch it all at once. Watch it in half-hour chunks or 1-hour chunks. It's actually split up into different chapters. You know, there's different chapters in the fucking documentary, so watch like part by part. But no, you pretend you're a busy boy and your fucking real life is far too fucking hectic, when in reality, your life is so fucking mundane and boring, and you're the master of your own schedule, and you can easily set aside time for it if you so chose to do so, but you don't do that.
Busiest time of the year for me, by the way. This is the time of year when I am juggling multiple new release games, right? We got special events going on for the holidays. This is absolutely my busiest work time of the year. It's not like this was like the dead of summer and there's nothing going on and we have dead time and we could, let's just do a big ass react day to this documentary because there's nothing better to do. In reality, it kind of dropped at the worst possible time. If there was an attempt to try to get me to react to it, this was the worst timing for it, right? I'm just so busy. And by the way, I'm coming off of an illness. I was sick for a week. Now I'm backlogged a week because I was so damn sick. So it's even just compounds the problem, makes it even worse, right? Perhaps, excuse me, perhaps if this documentary had...
I cannot believe he brought up the fucking illness again. And then he fucking did a wee random cough just to remind people he was fucking sick. Listen to that shit again. And by the way, I'm coming back from an illness. And I was like, I better fucking make sure I cough just so people are aware that I was being sick.
For a week. Now I'm backlogged a week because I was so damn sick. So it's even just compounds the problem, makes it even worse, right? Perhaps, excuse me, perhaps if this documentary had dropped at a different time of the year, I would have reacted to it right away. I don't know. I have done this in the past. Last year, I did a lot of reacting. I reacted to the Frederick Knudsen Down the Rabbit Hole video. I reacted to the John and Howard, basically, attack video about me from 2015.
Attack video? Them justifying the reasons why people are asking why they don't do stuff with DSP anymore. An attack video? Is them being transparent and honest with giving their feelings as to what the situation was, and you call it an attack that they were honest with you? They were honest with their fucking feelings about fucking why they're not friends with you anymore, and you think it was a fucking attack? You fucking vain piece of shit.
I did a lot of introspection about my past as a content creator, as a person. I fessed up to a lot of shortcomings, mistakes, and problems that I've had, and I think a lot of people appreciated that. To this day, I still see new comments and things posting up on those videos of people watching them and saying, wow, it's really interesting that Phil finally kind of did this. That's cool. Anyway, so this documentary drops, and everyone, of course, is coming to my streams asking me about it, and I have nothing to say. Like, I really have nothing to say about it because I haven't seen it. How can you say something's good or bad, true or false, if you don't see it, right? So my attitude is I'm just going to ignore it. We'll just move on. But undoubtedly, of course, what happens is over the week, people keep asking me and prodding me. Did you hear that Tom said that he feels that the helicopter job you had back in the day was because of nepotism? That your dad was a high-up manager at the company and he got you the job.
It was, though. That's how you fucking got the fucking role in the fucking first place. There's no shame in that, Phil. There is no shame in that whatsoever. A lot of fucking jobs these fucking days is not down to what you know, it is more like down to who you know, to try and get a leg up in a particular fucking industry, in a particular fucking business. I have had jobs before where I fucking got there because, maybe like my mate's dad was working there, so he got me a fucking job there, things like that. Sometimes it helps to fucking know particular fucking people. It can help you in that situation. Do you think this is a potential thumbnail? I'll test it. Let's see how it looks, But Phil, there's no shame in whatsoever. Your daddy got you a fucking job, and you weren't very good at a fucking job, and they gave you a fucking laptop to try and finish your work because you couldn't fucking finish it in the office like everyone else fucking could. But the fact of the matter is, though, your daddy landed you that fucking job for you, his incompetent fucking piece of shit son. And he still got his arse fired. There we go, there's a potential thumbnail right there for tomorrow. It's just, Phil, there's no shame in your daddy getting you that fucking position. It's just, there's no shame in it. But if you're going to try and deny it, though, I can't wait. Is Phil going to deny this? Because I was qualified for that role. I was qualified for that position. I revolutionised the fucking company. Fuck off.
Back in the day was because of nepotism, that your dad was a high-up manager at the company and he got you the job. It's the only reason you had it, and it's ironic that you lost the job because it was a nepotism job, but you still lost it, right? No, I didn't hear that. I didn't watch the documentary. It's completely false. It's completely ridiculously false. Not even close to the truth. But no, I didn't hear that because, again, I'm not watching this documentary. What do you think about the fact that he titled the documentary 10 Years of Failure? Don't you think that that's clickbait? Don't you think that that's toxic and negative? Yeah.
Turkey Tom has admitted it is a bit clickbaity, but he also stands by it being a decade of failure because Phil has certainly fucking gone down in YouTube popularity over the fucking years. He has not progressed and advanced as a content creator. His success has declined. His success has plummeted into the fucking ground.
I think it's clickbait. I think it is toxic and negative. I talked in my streams, I was playing Mario one day, and I'm talking about how I don't think you can accurately call it 10 years of failure because failure is a subjective judgment, right? How do you fail? Well, fail at what? There's levels of success that you can judge. Sure, if you want to talk about viewership and money that I bring in, you could say that it's been 10 years of failure because, yeah, I'm not popular today like I was 10 years ago, 15 years ago, right? At the same time, if I'm happier, healthier, and I'm okay with who I am as a content creator, and I know I'm not hurting people when I make content, and I know I'm not being toxic when I make content, and I know that it's positive stuff, and I love it, and my viewers love it, and it's a community that supports, what is wrong with that? And how can you say that someone who's operating a successful business is a failure? Right? Maybe per yours.
It's not a fucking successful business though, Phil. When you're fucking off for like 5 days because you got fucking the sniffles, and you come back and you fucking beg profusely to your audience as to like, oh, I can't fucking, guys, I'm really desperate for fucking support because I couldn't do this and I couldn't do that. How is that a successful fucking business when you step away for less than a fucking week and you're struggling? And you're fucking just flailing your arms, fucking desperately hoping for some... It's just fucking crazy to me. Like, Meth Bear says, check fucking Twitter. What have you sent me, Meth Bear? Meth says, when did Phil get hired as a customer service associate? Is this Phil's CV? What are we looking at here? What have you sent me, Meth Bear? Customer support manager, 2005 to 2007, 2 years, Trumbull, Connecticut. Managed and supervised a 3-member team on a 24/7 aircraft customer support unit with responsibility for a $125 million rotating pool of capital assets and direct P&L accountability for the powertrain assurance program, providing support to the worldwide S-76 aircraft fleet. Launched the first PTA program forecast, improving on time delivery by 35% from 96 deliveries to 132 per year. Increased sales by 10% in 1 year through direct customer contact utilising question-based selling. Is this Phil's like CV? I mean, I don't know. Did Mepper actually answer me? Like, well, what is this? Oh my god, I don't know what I'm looking at here. What's the source of this? Of this nonsense and bullshittery going on here? Yeah, I mean... Oh, it's Dave's... Wait. So... Mepper says this is Dave's LinkedIn CV. Now, when you say Dave, do you mean his daddy? Or do you mean... So it's his dad's? That's from his... So there you go, Mepper's confirming that's from his dad's LinkedIn. That's a CV from his dad's LinkedIn. So this is Daddy DSP here. And his CV from LinkedIn. I was confused. I thought it was fucking Phil trying to claim responsibility. Look, the fact of the matter is, Phil's daddy got in that fucking role, and I've said it before, there is no shame in that. As long as, the thing is though, Phil wasn't capable of doing the fucking job properly though, which is why his art didn't last too fucking long in that position. You know? There's no shame in fucking getting a leg up from people who you know to get a leg up in some kind of work. But the fact of the matter is, Phil did get that role because of his daddy. Like, he couldn't keep the fucking job because he wasn't good enough to fucking keep the job despite the fucking protection of his daddy. Simple as that. But yeah, that's... Oh my god. So wait, hold on. Was Phil's daddy... Was Phil part of that 3-member team? I wonder. Like, was his dad literally his boss at one point in this 3-member team? I don't know. Fuck me, I don't know. Anyway, let's just get back to the bingo. Cheers, Mepe, for sending that. I do appreciate it, but yeah, like, Phil, you got a fucking well-paying job handed to you on a fucking plate. You weren't cut out to fucking manage it. You couldn't fucking get all the work done in time. They gave you a laptop to finish all your work at home, and you still couldn't fucking finish everything in time. And they got rid of you. They fucking told you get to fuck because you just weren't cut out for the role.
Again, subjective judgments of, oh, this is a level of success you should have or could have had. This is a level of viewership. If you had done this and done this differently and done this differently and done this differently, you could have been huge. Fair enough. But hindsight's 2020. Back then, things were different. There was no, blueprint of how to be a YouTuber. There was no even history of successful YouTubers at that point to see what they did to be successful. I was there at the beginning, right? So there was no track record of this is what you do to win. This is what you do to grow. This is what you do. And over the years, I did make mistakes. I made missteps. I've already admitted to them many times. Again, we were watching the Frederick Knudsen documentary, and me watching that documentary opened my eyes to a lot of things about how badly I reacted to certain things that completely blew up in my face and stuff like that. Again, I don't know to what extent Tom talks about this stuff in his documentary because I didn't have 2 hours to watch it, right? We didn't do a live react to it. Anyway,
I think this whole segment, Phil, could have been a lot fucking better for you if you chose to fucking watch the goddamn documentary. You are challenging this documentary without ever fucking having watched it by your own admission. So why? This is basically a waste of fucking time. Until you watch the documentary, why should Tom give you a fucking second of his time?
So yeah, I issue the title of the documentary. I feel it's clickbait. I feel it's misrepresentative. If you wanted to call it 10 years of decline, 10 years of, I don't know, on the downward slope. That makes sense. But failure is subjective. You can judge something as a failure. I don't think anything I've done is a big failure. I'm still here. I'm still enjoying content. I'm still making a living. How is that failure? And by the way, I'm happier today than I've ever been. How is that failure, right? Anyway, so I said these kind of things over the last week as people kind of asked me questions about the documentary during my streams. And again, I'm just answering on the fly off the cuff during my streams. I haven't seen this thing, okay? So apparently a few days ago, Turkey Tom, I guess, responded again and basically said, basically what happened was, I guess Tom had said on his content that he wanted to talk to me, like he wanted to do an interview because he was fascinated now with some of my responses and he wanted...
I mean, it didn't really fucking say that though. Why? Oh my god, so why does Phil never check the source for what people are fucking saying? Tom did not actually fucking say that. Maybe can I actually fucking find the video? Give me a second here, I'll try and fucking find what Tom actually fucking said. Might take a wee fucking minute or two to fucking find it, it's been a good few days, you know what I mean? Wait a minute, can we fucking find it? What does Turkey Tom say? Let me check my fucking history on YouTube here, hold on a second. Just type in Turkey in my YouTube history. Yeah, Darkside Phil responded to me. Here we go. I found the video.
So recently I posted a vid.
There we go. So here we go. Here's a fucking video. And hold on. I do believe I should probably check the transcript here. Let me source a transcript here. There is no transcript. You son of a bitch. Oh wait, here it is. Actually, found it. There is a transcript. Cool. Talk. How about the word talk? When does the word talk appear in the fucking video? Blah 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 blah. Money. Hold on, I've got some chats. Money. Oh, money. Yeah. Money. So first of all, thank you very much to Cadence for the super chat, who says, "I'm the one with a oh my god, this fucking clip. I'm the one with a successful YouTube channel. Please tip me. Please pay my bills because I'm nervous." Pretty much. That's I added the read myself, but I couldn't help it, But yeah, that's Phil fucking looks like very successful. He's not really. Money. Oh, money. Yeah. Money. Thank you very much as well to Yami Jackie for the super chat. Welcome back, Yami Jackie. Yami Jackie's been quite busy, by the way, but it's good to have him back. And they say Markiplier has done YouTube just as long, if not longer, doing the same thing. He wasn't perfect, but I'd say that's a good measure of success a YouTuber is. Not only him. Keep in mind, PewDiePie was a bit late to the fucking game, but they certainly fucking set up the kind of template for what a lot of content creators should be fucking doing. How many content creators basically came after PewDiePie did his thing and made it a massive popular thing? How many people did PewDiePie inspire by doing his thing on YouTube? And it's like, so Phil could have been an inspiration to people. Phil could have been the fucking template. He actually is in a way. Phil is a template of what not to fucking do on YouTube. Phil's a template as to not how to fucking try and entertain your audience. Phil's a template on how not to play certain fucking games. Phil's a template on how not to live your fucking life. But it's just crazy to me, it really is. So here's like, I think here it is here. it's like near the end of the fucking video, Turkey Tom kind of mentions the kind of thing about perhaps talking to DSP or maybe going on a call or some pish. I don't know, but here's what's been said.
Bit, but I'm going to go into it with another video pretty soon. But so far, the build up to this show has been pretty funny. Wish Phil would go on. Would love to talk to him on my own channel. Or
This is Lol Cow Podcast, by the way. Turkey Tom is saying that he'd like to fucking talk to Phil as part of the Lol Cow Podcast. I'll just rewind it a bit more just for full context.
Which also cost me a 50K payday, which also cost Wings a 50K payday. So he screwed everybody over.
I don't like Keemstar. I don't like the content he puts out, nor do I like what he stands for as a person. I think that he's kind of a despicable person. I would never do business with this man.
I would never work at Keemstar. Da, 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 da.
like I said, there's more to this, which I've already gone into a bit, but I'm going to go into it with another video pretty soon. But so far, the build up to this show has been pretty funny. Wish Phil would go on. Would love to talk to him on my own channel or on the LolCow live channel. But if he doesn't want to do it, then there's not much I can do about that, right?
So that's pretty much the only time that fucking Turkey Tom mentioned about fucking maybe being happy to talk to Phil on his own channel. That was pretty much the only instance of, Tom uttering that. He would rather talk to him in fucking the Lolcow Podcast, I think, in some capacity. But he says there, maybe I'll talk to him as well on my own channel, but if he doesn't want to, fair enough. And that's that. And Phil takes that as this guy is fucking eager and desperate and all fucking happy as fuck to have him on his show. It's a weird thing for Phil to fucking pick up from everything that's been said so far by Turkey Tom about DSP. That's the one thing that he grabbed onto. Hold on. Red Animator says, you see, it's a Gundam tweet, Phil. We want an interview now because he has a new WWE Champions account. Wait, what? Phil has a new WWE Champions account? What the fuck? That's news to me if that's fucking true. I don't know if that's fucking true. Or is it Gundam? Does Gundam have a new account? Is that what you're saying? Well, is that why he wants to fucking interview Phil so he can get fucking hints and tips on how to play the game? The first thing you do is grab your fucking wallet. The second thing you do is empty your wallet into Scopely. The third thing you do is profit. That'll be DSP's fucking advice for how to play the fucking game. It's just crazy how... Yeah, fuck it. Anyway, let's crack on with the bingo. Keep going on, mate. And apparently, we are in for a fucking treat later on in terms of bizarre thumbnail material. I think it was D-Dog that was warned me earlier on there. He's came from the future and he's warned everyone there's potential amazing thumbnails coming up.
They'll talk to me and do a one-on-one deal. And I said, well, I'm not a hard guy to find. There's many ways you could contact me, right? You could email me, you could DM me on Twitter, /X, whatever you want to call it, among other ways, but there's public ways to contact me. It's all over my YouTube page and everything. This is how you do it. So, Turkey Tom did DM me on Twitter, and we've had a back and forth over the course of the last week or so, okay? And essentially the discussion is this. I don't think he's going to have a problem with me talking about this publicly because it's very common conversations, no private info here.
Oh, so you didn't fucking clear it up with him first? You never confirmed if you could fucking talk about it. But you're assuming, for some random reason, that it's perfectly fine for you to fucking mention the conversation you two had. That's a bit presumptuous, Phil, isn't it? Would you like people to assume it's okay to fucking talk about certain things you had a conversation about behind the scenes? Remember when RTU talked to his own audience, publicly, because he talked to Phil behind the scenes about giving him a backup computer and Phil lost his fucking mind? Even though you think it's a fucking natural, fair thing to fucking bring up your audience. So, by the way, I've talked to this guy behind the scenes. I've talked to him about giving him a backup PC because his own current PCs are apparently having problems. Phil hated RTU for fucking bringing that up with his own audience. So Phil going to disclose what the conversation he had with Turkey Tom was about is just going to attract potential issues for Turkey Tom. He does not consider the other side here, does he? He never thinks about the other side of the equation. And who else could fucking have potential issues with it? Oh, Red Animator has sent me a tweet. Give me a second here. Yeah, visit the fucking site. I have been sent a tweet, courtesy of Red Animator. And give me a wee second here just to kind of close and minimise that. So this is the tweet here. It's a Gundam. This was like an hour ago or so, I think, I think so anyway. It's an hour or so. I just heard DSP has set up a second WWE Champions account, run it on the side for the last 2 months to try and make it look like he's been playing for years and spending no money. That's why he's so desperate to do an interview. I'd love a source, lol. Okay, I'm calling bullshit on that. I'm calling shenanigans on that. And also, you want to know what the easiest fucking way... So, no, hold on. If Phil made a brand new fucking WWE Champions account, there'd be one very, very easy way to debunk the goddamn thing. And that is by visiting the WWE Champions website and seeing how long they've fucking been playing for. Phil has admitted himself that he fucking played it when it first came out, which was almost 2,500 days ago. Okay? And yes, he's been playing consecutively for 2,118 days in a row. He's logged on to the game every single fucking day for the past 2,118 days. So if Phil made a second account in WWE Champions, it's like, it would show you when that account was made. And it would be kind of strange if it wasn't almost 2,500 days ago. So, I don't know. I'm not sure I'm buying it. I do thank you, Red Animator, for bringing this to my attention. Certainly is fascinating. But, I'm not sure if I trust it. I think it's not, I don't think it's true. A strange one anyway, that's for damn sure. I will like it though and retweet it so it gets people fucking talking as well, but I do. But yeah, it's a strange one to me. I'm not sure if I buy it. It seems a bit sus to me. Anyway, let's get on with the bingo.
Basically, he first responded and said, so I want to have a conversation with you, but I want to talk about everything. I want to talk about the mobile game drama. I want to talk about the LOL Cow podcast.
Well, that's not going to go well. I can guarantee if I said, no, never again.
And Keemstar. I want to talk about your history as a content creator. I want to talk about your community. I want to talk about the drama around you. I want to talk about all this stuff, okay? So we had a conversation, and after going back and forth many times about this, essentially, okay, the way that we narrowed it down was this. I said, first of all, I'm not going on any podcast. I'm not going on anything related to Keemstar. Everyone kind of knows my opinion on this guy at this point. I want nothing to do with this guy at all. All right. So if you want to talk, it'll be a one-on-one conversation. That's fine. What would you want to do? And essentially, he's like, yeah, it would be like a one-on-one conversation, not a live stream. It would be like a show we do, a live video or whatever. Not live.
Not a live stream. What the fuck?
One-on-one conversation, not a live stream. It would be like a show we do, a live video or whatever. Or not live video, excuse me, an on-demand video offline that he would then, upload after the fact. And I basically told him, I said, listen, if you're looking for me to essentially rediscuss all the drama stuff that I've already discussed on my content in the freaking Side Scrollers podcast earlier this year, you're barking up the wrong tree. I'm done with that stuff. That was the whole point of me doing that Side Scroller show, is to get it out of the way. I've talked about it now. It's over. If you want my answers, you have them. I'm not going to change my answers because that's the truth. So either you watch that or you don't believe me or not. It doesn't matter. There's no point in re-asking me the same questions. You'll get the same answers 100 times. Okay? So basically I said, excuse me, if you want to talk about me, my content, my history as a YouTuber, right, stuff like that, my community, that's cool. But don't expect me to sit down and give any attention to Keemstar and all that shit. Don't expect me to talk about fucking mobile games and dumb shit. I'm done with all of that. It's just behind me at this point. I don't want to involve my community in drama anymore. And I explained to him that earlier this year with that Side Scrollers podcast, all right? Sadly, that was a situation where I decided to do it. I shouldn't have. It was against my better judgment. I did it anyway. I trusted them. And that was something that was very harmful to my community for months. My community told me for months after that, wow, that really sucked, because now we got nothing but toxic element all around you and your content, people constantly talking shit about you. It's messed up. You shouldn't have done it, right? And I regret it now, but it is what it is. It's out there. It's done. Thank God, right? And so why would I want to go back to that, right? We're past that, right? So basically I said to him, it would have to be non-related to all that stuff. And he kind of agreed. He said, all right, we don't have to talk about that. We can still have a one-on-one conversation about other stuff, again, your content, your history as a creator, all this stuff. And I was like, all right, well, here's the deal. Allow me to talk to my community about it, right? Because I want feedback from them before I make a decision. Unlike what I did earlier this year, where I feel like I made a huge mistake, right? I went out and I did this interview, and it...
A reminder to everyone, Phil did not want Side Scroller to reveal to everyone that he was going to be on their show. He wanted it to be a big, massive fucking surprise. He was pissed off when Side Scrollers disclosed to the world that DSP was going to be a guest on their fucking show. He did not want his own audience fucking knowing about it. He didn't want anyone knowing about it. He wanted it to be a big, massive fucking secret. And Side Scrollers fucking went ahead and told the world when Phil agreed, yeah, he's going to be on our show. And that pissed him off.
Basically turned into a hate fest against me for several months. People reveled in the drama and all the shit. They all got their jollies off. They all made tons of money from my hate watchers, right? And in the meantime, all my fans and viewers are bothered by a bunch of harassment online and toxic shit. It's like, this is the opposite of what people want. Okay? So let me talk to my audience. Let me directly decide with my audience what we want to do, and I'll get back to you, all right? So, as you guys know, all right, yesterday we talked about this on this very show, and, excuse me, simply proposing the idea to you guys, okay? I got interesting responses in the chat, all right? Some of the responses I got live were fascinating. Some people, all right, were completely on board. Wow, Phil, so you mean you're going to have an interview where you're not going to talk about all that bullshit drama, but instead actually just about you and your content? Well, this would be good for you. You'll have an opportunity to talk about yourself and what you stand for and your content and everything, and not have it misrepresented, because it's not going to have that drama element to it. Instead,
the thing is, though, without the fucking drama elements, there's nothing interesting to talk about, Phil. What are we going to fucking talk about? I mean, if it's going to be focusing specifically on you and your content, okay, I guess there's plenty you can be fucking talked about, you know, like things like your fallout with Machinima and your fallout with Twitch and Blip TV shenanigans. Technically, that's about you and your content, where you fucked up all these fucking possible, you know, ways to fucking make yourself. Because Phil was massive on Blip. Technically, I say it's massive. Blip wasn't actually that fucking huge, but Phil's like the second biggest content creator on there. And then he had that fucking anti-Semitic rant where he fucking portrayed himself as a Nazi, a space Nazi. Yeah, that did not fucking go well for Phil whatsoever. But he didn't blame himself for that. No. He blamed the fucking haters and detractors for daring to report him, and he didn't even get a warning. He didn't get a slap on the wrist saying, don't do that again. He was just told, you know what, we can't have you. We can't have you on a fucking platform, you know, behaving like this. You've got to go. And Phil was pissed off and went back to fucking YouTube with his tail between his fucking legs. It's just crazy how often this fucking dumbass fucks up, and yet how often he fucking somehow lucks out and fucking lands back in his fucking hoofs just miraculously. I mean, is it Hutch? I mean, it was with Machinima at the time, and got Phil partnered with Machinima after the fucking Blip shenanigans. That fiasco with Blip. It was Hutch that fucking got DSP partnered with Machinima, and that whole shit show began.
It's going to be just discussion about more important things, right? And then some people were like, yeah, this will give you exposure. You know, Turkey Tom's audience likely doesn't know who you are, didn't know who you were until they watched this documentary. And now to actually have a conversation with you, to actually, you know, see who you are as a person, maybe some people would give it a shot and will come over and watch your content, right? Give it a look. It's good exposure, right? Others are staunchly against it. They're like, oh my God, Phil, are you out of your mind? After earlier this year, what happened? After you trusted people and you were basically treated like dirt, and then we had to go through that crap for 2-3 months until it finally calmed down in the, you know, the early summertime or whatever. And like, why would you even think about possibly doing this again? Are you dumb? Right? Did you not learn your lesson the first time? You know, people, I hate to say it, but after the side scrollers thing, there's sadly a chunk of my viewership, my audience, who feels like I will never be given a fair shake ever by anyone on the internet. That everyone has this underlying agenda, right? That people are, simply put, just trying to fool me so that they'll get me in a situation where then they can get personal benefit out of having interaction with me. Let's be honest, I am one of the most sought after people for an interview. In this last year, I've had people offering me thousands of dollars for an interview, which I turned down, okay? People want to talk to me, but I refuse because I know that these people don't have my best interests of me or my community in mind, that they literally just want to pull me into a drama vortex for their own personal benefit, right? The more I say, the more content they have to put out on the internet that's toxic and negative about me, and it gives them money.
So I'm going to just go out on a limb right here. If Phil says yes to this interview with Turkey Tom, I don't think it's going to be that good an interview. That's no disrespect to Turkey Tom. I feel like all the conditions that Phil will lay out to him as to the things that they can and can't talk about, I feel like because it's not going to be live as well, there's going to be certain things that Phil might not be happy about that he might say during it, and he'll fucking ask and he'll fucking demand almost for fucking Tom to edit out certain parts. Yeah, I think that is not worth it. I actually don't think it's worth Turkey Tom's time to interview DSP, because it's one of those things where his hands are going to be tied here. He's already told Phil what he wants to do in an interview, and Phil basically has fucking said, I don't want to do any of that because I've done it before. Don't waste your fucking time. You know, so Tom was really not getting what he wants from it straight away because Phil said no to it. And basically, fucking Phil had to just basically limit it so fucking much, so it's one very small, barely interesting part of the thing. You know, it's just such a weird fucking thing for Tom to go ahead with. Tom doesn't need to do this. Tom is by far the bigger content creator. They're more successful with the content they're putting out on a regular fucking basis. And I just feel like this could probably hurt Tom more than it helps DSP. But who knows?
So that's all it is. You're trying to drive me into that crap, right? So, there's a lot to think about here, right? I asked you guys for feedback overnight. Let me tell you, I got more feedback than I bargained for. I got more feedback than I ever expected. I had people who I haven't talked to in a while who actually wrote me. Okay? You know, I haven't spoken to you in years, but I just want to let you know, here's what I think about this situation with this interview with Turkey Tom. I'm like, wow, I wasn't expecting that. Tons of people left comments on the video. Thank you for that. Like I said, I got emails, I got messages, DMs about it from every corner of the internet. I was like, holy crap. Like, I thought I'd get like 10 people. I got like 100. It was like wild, the amount of feedback that I got, okay? And
you had time to read everyone's fucking feedback? So you have no time to watch a 2-hour documentary, but you can read 100 different responses to you about doing this interview? Doesn't seem to make sense, does it?
Again, essentially, there's now 3 schools of thought on this, all right? Number 1 is, any exposure is good exposure. It doesn't matter if you do this interview and you look good or you look bad. It doesn't matter if you do this interview and you actually talk about meaningful topics so people learn about you, or if Turkey Tom actually baits you into toxic stuff. Any exposure is good exposure for you right now. So who cares if it's positive or negative, right? Just do it, okay? The other school of thought is absolutely don't do it, because the flip side of that is anything you do affects everybody. And right now, you've spent a year building up good faith with your audience, telling them you weren't going to involve yourself in drama, telling them that after the side scrollers thing you learned, and you're not going to keep involving yourself in this kind of stuff. You did a good job this year. You stayed out of the drama with things like this lol cow podcast where people kept trying to get your goat and threaten you and get you to do something. You didn't do any of it. And that's a good thing that you stayed out of it because you made the right decisions, right? So don't do it, Doug. No matter what, there is no positive spin on this. It's just going to be bad for you and everybody else, okay? And then there's some people who, interestingly enough, are middle of the boat. They're not going off the one end or the other end. They're kind of like, well, here's the thing. It's kind of possibility for good or bad. Because if, hold on, because I'm stretching my back right now, I'm kind of decompressing it. If Turkey Tom is being honest, I know I look weird right now, but, you know, when you have back problems, sometimes you got to decompress your back.
I mean, I would do a thumbnail of that, but it's not really possible because Phil's head vanishes above his own fucking banner. So to do a thumbnail of that would be a bit fucking... You wouldn't see the top of Phil's fucking head. It's strange, I know, but I don't think it could work as a possible thumbnail. I mean, I can try. I can show you guys what it's fucking like if you want. Give me a second here. He's done this, by the way, he's done this a few times in the past. This whole thing where he tries to decompress his back, he's done this a few times. So this is not new territory for him. So let me try and get as much as possible. I think right there is the limit I can get. So, and then I'll upload this. I say upload it, just copy and paste it in here. But see, it cuts off there. You see what I'm saying? So, like... Jesus Christ, man. So, if I don't... So, I mean, people are saying this could be a great fucking bingo background thing. But I counter that by... Give me a second here. So, people are thinking this could be a great fucking bingo background here. Here is bingo for tomorrow then, right? And let's just fucking say, you know, oh, we can include Phil here as a fucking big thing. This is how it would look. The top of his head missing. Like, it's just like, what? I guess we could try and put something in here, you know? Like a brain or something, I don't know. Insert brain here. Could probably try and find that. Put a dunce cap in him. Well, that's a possibility, actually. Mirror it and put it coming at the top. Oh, that could be a shout, you know. So there we go. We have it done there. So we can actually flip the photo vertically. He's a bit too big. I don't want to go down one. There we go. There we go. Yeah, that's a bit fucking nightmarish. There we go, I guess that's part of the fucking thumbnail. Oh my god. And of course we have this particular fucking face as well. We can copy that on there. We just have him just sitting in the fucking corner. There we go. That's tomorrow's fucking thumbnail sorted, I guess. What the crap? Oh my god. Well, yeah, okay, well fuck it. Let's just get on with the fucking bingo, shall we? Let's get back to the bingo.
Being honest, I know I look weird right now, but you know, when you have back problems, sometimes you gotta decompress your back. If Turkey Tom is being honest, right, and if he is being transparent and if he's being truthful, right, then this interview would probably be pretty good, right? To actually have someone just sit down and talk about you and your history as a creator and what you stand for and why you made the decisions you did and the things you've done over the years and stuff. And if you're not bringing up nonsensical...
No one really cares about that though, Phil. Does anyone actually fucking care about Phil fucking talking about shit like that? Most people don't care about that. As a simple truth of the matter.
drama shit that everyone else has already covered, all their conspiracies that are constantly circulated, the same exact bullshit conspiracy information in a circle, constant, just keeps spinning, right? If that's the case, then it's actually could be good. But again, the question really is, and this is actually what I really most appreciate is some people who used an analytical mind towards it. They're like, the whole point of you granting an interview would be because you have something to talk about and you feel that it's going to be beneficial, right? What's the point of doing an interview if it doesn't help anything, right? And I'm like, you know, that does make sense. Absolutely. If I have a point to get across, if I have something I want to speak about, and I wanted to have an audience outside of just my own, because let's be honest, me talking to you guys right now live on the podcast, how many people are on the stream right now? I'm going to guess 350. 575. There's more people on the podcast than I even suspected, okay? Well, in reality, my usual audience is around 300 people on a podcast, okay? So me talking to you, this is like the preacher preaching to the choir, right? You guys are here every day. You like the stuff, you like me, you understand where I come from. You don't need me to tell you about what I stand for. You know already. You're here, right? But for me to go to an outside podcast or an outside show and talk, that's different. That's exposure. That's giving me a venue to talk to people who don't sit here on this show every day and know who I am. They don't watch my gaming. They don't watch anything. And you know, wow, wait a minute. Someone who stands for this kind of stuff is a little different from everybody else. That's interesting. That's fascinating, right? So if there's a benefit for me to go and interview with someone like Turkey Tom and talk to his audience or whatever, then maybe it's worth it, right? But that's what I have to really analyze here. It's not a matter of, oh, is it going to be overly positive or overly negative? Because if you want to know the truth, I don't think it would be either. I feel like there would be positives and negatives. There's going to be times when he's going to talk about stuff that I've done wrong, stuff that he feels that I probably should be called out for, right? To which I'm going to fess up. Yeah, I probably did fuck up a lot. I'm a human. I made many, many mistakes in the 15 years I've been a YouTuber. I've had situations where I absolutely know I made the wrong decision. I treated people badly. I made bad business decisions for sure, and it hurt me. And then that rolls over to my audience, because when you're someone who's crowdfunded, well, now guess who the responsibility goes on to keep me going? The viewers. Because I know that.
I think Turkey Tom should make it a fucking requirement for Phil to watch the actual documentary before doing an interview. Can you imagine how pissed off DSP would actually be going into an interview after watching that documentary? Because that documentary was not nice to him whatsoever. Phil has been misled by people he apparently trusts as to saying that that fucking documentary was quite fair to him because it was quite fucking brutal. So imagine Phil going into an interview with Turkey Tom right after watching that documentary. He'd be seething. He'd be fucking raging.
Source of income, and that's not fair, right? And that's happened many times over the years, right? So yeah, there's rightfully things that he could easily call me out for and say, you did this wrong, should you done this better, blah, blah, blah. But here's the other thing too, all right? I could do that by myself. Like I just did. Did I not? Did I not literally just do that right now and say, yeah, it's wrong when...
Hold on, Cool apparently is... So, did I hear what he just said? I may have fucking missed it, I don't know. I can rewind. I'll rewind like, 30 seconds or so. What did Phil say that I apparently missed? So Cool, what we're looking out for here? Brian A says, I think people told him that it's pretty factual, which is true, I guess. That is a good point. It is quite factual to a degree, I would agree with that. But Phil wouldn't like some of those facts. He'd contend against some of these facts being disclosed because they hurt him too much and his feelings too much. Cool was saying that Phil just said, if you're crowdfunded, guess where that responsibility goes to. Did Phil say that?
I don't think it would be either. I feel like there would be positives and negatives. There's going to be times when he's going to talk about stuff that I've done wrong, stuff that he feels that I probably should be called out for, right? To which I'm going to fess up. Yeah, I probably did fuck up a lot. I'm a human. I made many, many mistakes in the 15 years I've been a YouTuber. I've had situations where I absolutely know I made the wrong decision. I treated people badly. I made bad business decisions for sure, and it hurt me. And then that rolls over to my audience, because when you're someone who's crowdfunded, well, now guess who the responsibility goes on to keep me going? The viewers.
Yeah, that's basically Phil admitting that if it was fucking fans, he'd be fucked. Because he doesn't make any money whatsoever unless it's his fucking audience giving him fucking money. He's like a fucking child waiting for his fucking pocket money from mummy and daddy. Every fucking day if it fucking fail, every single person in his audience is essentially his mummy and daddy giving him pocket money. So yeah, it's just, at least Phil can fucking admit to it now that if it is fucking... But it's like, yeah, it's exactly. Nick Sue says it's not their responsibility. That's where you're wrong, because apparently it is his responsibility. I want to hear that one more time. In normal speed. I'll slow it down as well. Like a full mask off moment from DSP here.
Treated people badly. I made bad business decisions for sure, and it hurt me. And then that rolls over to my audience, because when you're someone who's crowdfunded,
Well, now guess who the responsibility goes on to keep me going? The viewers. Because I have no other source of income. And
that is so massively unfair to that fucking audience of yours, Phil. It should not... The burden of responsibility for fucking keeping you to keep you making 6 figures per year should not fall on them. And I have said this so many times before in the past. I think we've all said it so many fucking times in the past. It's just such a fucking ridiculous fucking way to live your fucking life. And such an unfair fucking pressure to force upon your audience. When Phil turns up to a fucking stream after a couple of slow days of fucking support, and he fucking puts on the fucking guilt tripping towards his audience. I can't play this new game because you guys haven't been supporting. I can't get this new game because you guys haven't been fucking supporting. I can't fucking afford a meal with my wife because you guys haven't been fucking supporting. I can't afford to feed Jasper because you guys haven't been supporting. That sort of fucking guilt tripping burden that he places on them on a regular fucking basis is so goddamn toxic and unfair. It's like, I can't understand why YouTube allow it. I can't understand why his audience fucking permits it to happen. If people want to fucking... Oh my god, it's just... It goes without fucking saying. It should be natural, Phil. You shouldn't have to fucking manually fucking just force your audience into fucking giving you money. By... Jesus Christ, man. What I fucking love is that Phil pretends he fucking hates asking his audience for money. I don't buy that for a fucking second. Not for 1 second do I buy that he actually fucking regrets having to ask his dumbass audience for fucking contributions every single fucking day. I think it's his favourite part of his fucking day. Where he fucking asks for it and he gets it. I think he loves it. And I think he can't get enough of it because he knows it usually fucking works, especially if fucking is direct about it. If he is direct and forthcoming with his audience and telling them precisely what he fucking wants from them, what he says he needs from them, and he gets it after fucking asking for it, I bet that gives him a massive fucking endorphin rush. To think that's the kind of power that he wields over those dumbass dent heads.
It's not fair, right? And that's happened many times over the years, right? So, yeah, there's rightfully things that he could easily call me out for and say, you did this wrong, should you done this better, blah, blah, blah. But here's the other thing, too, all right? I can do that by myself. Like, I just did. Did I not? Did I not literally just do that right now and say, yeah, it's wrong when I make bad choices and those choices result in negativity and that negativity hurts my business and now that responsibility to keep the business going is on the viewers because I'm a crowdfunded guy. I just said it, right? Ultimately, I don't want it to be like that forever. But right now, that's just how it is, right? There's nothing I can really do about it.
Right now? Like the last 10 years almost has been like that for fuck's sake. We've had almost a decade of you fucking begging profusely to your fucking dumbass audience because you can't fucking afford to sustain your own lifestyle. Because you fucking overspent, you didn't fucking prepare, didn't plan. You got yourself into a financial fucking hole and you fucking put the burden of getting you out of that financial hole on your fucking dumbass audience. Even with the fucking bankruptcy. Fucking getting past and all that shit, which should never have gotten past, by the way. That bankruptcy should never have been fucking allowed to happen. And yet here he is.
That's the situation I'm in. So, I can easily self-analyze too. The thing is, do my viewers really care for this? Right? Is this something that they're interested in? Probably not. Again, this is more appealing to a bigger audience, a different audience than my normal viewership. You understand? So, really...
Oh, Jesus. D-Dog's asking me how far am I behind. He is still going on about this. I am behind DSP by 36 minutes. So, Phil, 36 minutes from now, is still talking about this. Just let that sink in, everyone. 36 minutes time from now, Phil is still discussing this very same topic. Sweet baby Jesus.
There's so many factors involved to thinking if I should do this interview or not, all right? There's a lot of thought goes into this, okay? So, I'm not beating around the bush. Let me tell you what happened last night. All this feedback is coming in, all right? And I'm like, all right, the last thing I'm going to do before I go to sleep, all right, I'm going to watch this supposed response video that Turkey Tom made a few days ago.
So you haven't watched the fucking documentary, but you are watching this fucking response video, which I fucking played some of it earlier on.
Because I guess like 4 days ago he made a response video about me responding to things he has said, or people told me about things that he had said about me in the documentary, so I responded to it. He watched clips of that, and then he responded to those clips, right? It was about a 20-minute video. I said, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to watch the video, and I'm going to sleep on it. And I'm going to have all this feedback that I've gotten, you know, I'm probably going to get more feedback overnight, which I did, by the way. So thank you to everyone who continuously gave me feedback overnight. All right. And I said, all right, when I wake up in the morning, I'm going to try to figure this out, what I want to do. So that's what I did. I watched the 20-minute Turkey Tom, I guess it was on his alternate channel, his response video
to what I had been saying. All right. Now here's what I can tell you. This is the only content of Turkey Times I've ever seen. All right. He's a well-spoken individual. He's an intelligent individual. He can formulate coherent thoughts that aren't just dumb, insulting memes, which is already insane amount of points past anyone who would be considered one of my hate watchers or these idiotic memester morons on the internet who literally all they do is misrepresent me all day. The guy's leaps and bounds better than them. You know what I'm saying? He's actually like out to tell a story and or his take on a story, and it's entertaining. Like the 20-minute video I found entertaining.
I've watched documentaries so much. If he watches the documentary, he's not going to be very happy. I really want him to watch the documentary now and see if he still believes that.
I was a little weirded because he was playing Metroid Prime instead of talking. Like, he was talking, but it was Metroid Prime, and I'm like, I don't remember people doing that kind of stuff for ages. Like, people used to do that on YouTube back in the day. People, especially who were camera shy, they would actually have, like, gameplay rolling in the background while they talked over it, and their vlog would be them talking over gameplay. I haven't seen that in ages. Like, that's old shit. Wings of Redemption used to do over a decade ago, and I was like, that's a little weird. That was in the video. And that's just a straight up criticism, but that's not a negative. Like, it's not, the video wasn't horrible. I'm just saying it was weird. Why not be on camera talking if you have something to say?
Because you'd rather just fucking show fucking gameplay. It's easier for him to fucking do that. Maybe then fucking brush his hair at a fucking time or something. It's a strange nitpick, Phil. It's a very strange fucking criticism to fucking have. He didn't want people to fucking focus on what they were seeing. He wanted people to focus on what they were hearing from him.
Then show completely unrelated gameplay that it was actually distracting. I was like, why am I watching Metroid Prime? I don't even understand why this is on the screen. I want to see the person talk about the subject matter. I don't want to watch Metroid Prime. It was very weird, okay? But hey, there's people who do it all the time, whatever. Essentially what he said in this 20-minute video is, first of all, he defended his stance on naming the video 10 Years of Failure, essentially saying, well, Phil doesn't feel he's a failure. He's in a great mental space. Good for him. And if he doesn't want to be in drama and he's happy, good for him. I'm happy for him. But that doesn't mean that essentially he couldn't have been better, that he couldn't have made better decisions, and that for the last 10 years, he's been on the decline, and I consider that failure. So really, it's a perspective thing. You know, I don't consider it failure. I would consider it absolutely decline, or, like I said, a downward slope. I don't think that it's failure, because failure would be, I'm insanely desperate, I'm going out of business, right? I don't have any other recourse. Everything is falling apart at the seams here, right? So I'm desperate, and I'm doing crazy stunts for money every day, like sucking cucumbers and kissing chickens. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not me. I know I like taking stabs at ReviewTech USA because I can't believe he still does that shit. But you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not the case. I'm still someone who's true to myself, makes the content that I enjoy and my viewers enjoy. I have this belief system that I stand by, and I can still do that, and I'm still successful. I'm still operating a successful business. So again, I disagree with him saying it's failure. He thinks that's failure. That's a subjective thing. And he has the right, and he even says, I titled it to try to make it entertaining. I get it. It's called clickbait. You know, it is. It's a clickbait title. You want people to watch the documentary, you make it overly dramatic. You have a thumbnail of me insanely close up. Like this. Like this is the thumbnail of the video that he makes.
Oh, son of a bitch. I think I found what fucking D-Dog was referring to. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Thumbnail of me insanely close up.
So, we need to find a particular fucking... I love how he's watching himself on a monitor to try and make sure he's in the fucking frame, even though his whole entire face is in front of the fucking camera. Give me a second here, let's find a particular frame. I love how he can't even fucking focus on getting center. Even here he's fucking to the side here. Oh my god, what do we fucking pick here? What the fuck do I pick here? What the hell? Oh my god. Oh my god. The blackest eyes. Oh my god. So, I don't even know if... I don't know if this is going to work as a thumbnail. Because his dumbass face is so fucking close. I can try, of course. We can but try. Give me a second here, and let's see what I can produce. This is a stuff of nightmares. It might not even work. It worked. I mean, even if I can put this into here, like, just have it down here somewhere. Can have it if I can holding up the fucking date. I'll make it a bit bigger. And I'll have his fucking dumbass forehead holding up the fucking date. There we go. So I'll just do that. There we go. What the fuck? Make it just a wee bit smaller. Like that much however, and then go a bit more side. There we go. So his dumbass top of his fucking head is holding up the fucking date at the bingo. Apparently there's more to fucking come. I'm gonna fucking make some space here. I'm gonna move these two DSPs over here are a little bit. Should I do this? Should I have, like, you know, more of a little bit halfway? But a halfway mark between the two of them. There we go. That's probably roughly halfway or something. Actually, no. More halfway probably would be kinda. Actually, no. Can I be that?
Yesterday was a really slow day for me on stream. I didn't make a lot of.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of what's a good halfway point here. There. Apparently that's halfway. Don't know if I agree with that, but whatever. Jesus, man. Fucking hell. Apparently there's worse to come. Worse than this is coming. Brace yourselves.
Dramatic. You have a thumbnail of me insanely close up, like this. Like this is the thumbnail of the video that he makes of me, like this. Like you can see the boogers in my nose, and you can see like, hi, a decade of failure. Hi, how are you? Right? It's like, I get it. That's YouTube. That's the shtick of YouTube. That's what you do, right? People are like, Jesus, stop, back up. What? You don't like getting up close and personal with your favorite YouTuber? You don't like that hair? What's in my mouth? Do you like it?
Oh my god. I don't know if I want to.
Close and personal with your favorite YouTuber? You don't like that hair? What's in my mouth? Do you like it? Okay, let's relax for a second here. Now we're just being silly, okay? All right. Everyone calm down. Everyone just relax. I got more to say, okay? Okay. So, again, continuing on with the video. There's a few things about the video, this 20-minute video that Turkey Tom made, that sometimes in the video, he says things, and I'm like, wow, that really resonates. That sounds great. And then he'll say something that immediately, like, contradicts it and makes it feel like almost like a red flag. Let me tell you. So, he'll be like, you know, he said to his audience, he wants to keep out of drama, and I respect that, and I get that. If he really is happy in his mental space where he is, and he likes what he's doing, then there's no reason, you know, for him to do anything further, you know? But then he'll say, immediately after that, but you know, if he would just watch my 2-hour documentary and do a big live react to it, that would be good content for him, that would be good content for me, because then I could re-react back to his reaction, and then we could do more. And I was like, I'm listening to it, I'm like, so I get it. What it is there is now a community on YouTube, okay? It's a vicious circle kind of a deal, where someone says something, and it could be innocuous, it could be like a little comment. Someone responds to it. Then someone responds back to it. Then the reaction community watches the statement, the response of the response.
That's kind of what happened already though in the fucking past. With you and Keemstar. You ran your mouth about Keemstar. He responded to you, clapped back, you couldn't handle it, and there was that back and forth, which led to you getting all butthurt. This is not a new thing, Phil. In fact, you've been part of it a lot of the fucking time.
And they create the next level of content out of that. And it just becomes this giant circle of spinning content of people all reacting to drama, all right? And you might think, well, that's the healthy YouTube ecosystem, right? That's absolutely what it's all about. Because when you do that, you can get more outside eyes on you, you can get some prominence, you can get some people to maybe watch what you're doing, right? It's all good for everybody, okay? Okay, but you have to understand that's only looks like that to the people who are in the inside of it, okay? So I will say this directly to Turkey Tom and others who like this kind of content, all right? I understand there's nothing wrong with you liking that. But you have to understand something. I'm 41 years old, all right? So I've been through a hell of a lot more in my life than most people who are watching this content or even making it, okay? I can tell you, from the outside, from people who are not in that vortex, you see it as a spinning circle of content, and it's all healthy, and even though it's dramatic, it's all in good fun, and it's growth, and it's everyone getting views and money, right? For me, I'm outside of it, and I'm looking down on top of all of this, okay?
Do you always fucking think of yourself as above that shit, Phil? Phil loves to fucking admit that he believes he's above most other content creators out there. That he's fucking got some sort of superior moral high ground against all these other content creators. Which is a very, what do you call it? It's a very egotistical point of view. That he believes his shit smells better than their shit does and all that shit. It's a weird thing for Phil to fucking admit that he thinks he's above this sort of fucking thing. When he has react content every single week, after his podcast is done, he's planned to react to other people's content so he can fucking financially benefit from it. And yet here in the same fucking podcast, he's fucking telling people that them doing that's a bad thing, a bad idea, and a bad thing to fucking do. Phil, make it make sense and don't be a fucking hypocrite.
You know what it looks like to me? It looks like a spinning toilet. It looks like a toilet full of shit, and someone hit the flush, and everyone's just spinning in a big circle in this endless spinning toilet that won't flush. It just keeps getting darker and browner as more people watch and contribute and comment and insult and extrapolate and make it worse and worse and worse. Do you get it? Because for me, when I started on YouTube 15 years ago, all right, I got into YouTube because it was a hobby, it was something to do. I actually previously had been someone who was traveled a lot and was actually more athletic, and I hurt my back. So I couldn't do that stuff anymore. So instead, I decided that I was going to get back into console gaming, and I just started making these silly commentary videos, raging at games, drinking, getting shit-faced drunk, and just, you know, ranting at games, and they actually blew up in popularity, right? And I didn't expect that, but it certainly wasn't anything that I took seriously. And then over the next 3 to 4 years, the fact that I took this ridiculous, silly attitude of nonchalantly making content, not being professional, and somehow blew up on YouTube, it's a miracle. It's a lucky story. It's a definitely right place, right time kind of a deal, because a million other people have tried to do it after me and failed, but I somehow succeeded. Don't ask me why, or maybe, again, just a lucky dude, right? But in all the years that I made content, right, 15 years, by the way, that I've been a YouTuber, and out of those 15, 13 years this has been my job, you'd probably be hard-pressed to watch that content and look and say, oh, in that time frame, Phil's really done horrible, awful things that hurt others here and 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 here. In reality, it's more like Phil did something stupid to hurt himself, right? Phil did this and that was dumb. He didn't change. He didn't adapt. He didn't do the right things early on to stay in with the times, right? He idiotically did this, and he streamed.
Phil, you have technically wished death on people who fucking criticise you, and you've done that several fucking times. You have wished us all to just fucking disappear and all that shit. You have wished genocide against detractors, Phil. Which is a fucked up kind of take.
For how many years and ignored his live audience. I mean, that's so boneheaded. I know that now, but I didn't understand that back then. I streamed for like 4 years and never spoke to my live audience. What a fucking moronic move, right? So I get that, okay? But if you look at what I've made, the content that I've done, maybe you could argue early on, when I first started making content, there were some really dumb things I said and did. Because at that point, I didn't understand the power of YouTube. I didn't get that when I said something on YouTube that I had a big audience that listened and actually took that as like truth, because they looked up to me almost like an idol, which is crazy to think, because I never thought of myself as anything important. I just thought I was just a Joe Nobody playing games and dicking around and having fun. It was a miracle that anyone wanted to watch me or anything like that. But yeah, a lot of the things that I said early on were very irresponsible, and you could be considered toxic and stuff like that. I made an active change in my life to be a better person, to stop making that kind of toxic content, and I feel like I am much better today than I was 15 years ago. And you just take a look, the content's like night and day from what it used to be, and some people say, well, it's more boring. Yeah, but also doesn't hurt anyone. It's not hurtful content, right? I
like how Phil's got no counterpoint for it being more boring. He's like, yeah, but I'm not being mean.
Every night can go to sleep and say, I had a good day today. I loved the game I played. I interacted with my audience. We had a great conversation. Hey, I made money. I supported my family. And I go to sleep soundly. As opposed to, oh, well, what did I do today? Well, someone had a really bad day. This drama happened and they did something stupid. So I made a video about it, and I just basically, you know, ripped them a new asshole for 2 hours. And then everyone came to my stream. We all made fun of them. And it was great because everyone laughed at them and their misfortunes. And I made a bunch of money. There's a little difference there between the styles of content. Do you understand?
So I make content based on laughing and pointing at DSP. And guess what, guys? I sleep like a fucking baby. I sleep so soundly and comfortably because I know morally I'm not really doing anything fucking wrong here. Fact of the matter is, a lot of people like to fucking point their fingers at Phil and laugh at the fucking dumbass lol cow trying to fucking justify himself and trying to fucking pretend he's anything better than everyone else on the internet. It's fun to point and laugh at his fucking dumb bastard's hypocrisy. It's fun to fucking point and laugh at his fucking stupid antics when he's fucking trying to claim he's such a fucking nice, moral person, and then in the same breath sometimes we'll fucking have a go at somebody in his chat and call him a fucking moron. It was but 2 days ago where somebody had the audacity to fucking tell Phil that they visited Seattle as a tourist and didn't see any problems whatsoever as a tourist. What did Phil do? He told them that they're probably fucking lying. He called out this fucking viewer and demanded to know what they fucking did in Seattle, because he thought that person was lying to try and somehow prove Phil was wrong about fucking saying what Seattle is like these days. Rather than give the benefit of the fucking doubt, he immediately fucking mistrusted a person and called the person a liar. The person just fucking tried to justify what they said. I'm not trying to attack you. I went to Seattle. I went to this place and that place and that place and that place. I saw no trouble. Maybe I was lucky, who knows, but I was not attacking, and Phil could not fucking tolerate it. Phil could not handle it. He called out this person specifically and directly attacked them for having the fucking temerity to actually fucking contradict what Phil had said on his stream to his audience. It was a bizarre fucking take from Phil, it really was.
And again, if you're in the YouTube vortex of that spinning content creation cycle, maybe you think there's nothing wrong with that. But for people outside of it, we look into it and we're like, what the hell? People think that's acceptable? People behave like that?
Phil, you're a part of it, you dumb son of a bitch. You are fucking literally involved in it. You can fucking pretend you're not fucking part of that shit, but you seriously are. You are loaded as all fuck if you think you're not a part of that fucking spinning circle of shite.
Why would you want to be a part of that shit? Why would you ever want to get sucked into that stuff? Okay? Allow me to tell you a story. And I've never told this story publicly before. I will tell this story to everyone right now
fuck
publicly because I think
me.
this actually is very appropriate to the situation.
I'm gonna let him
All right?
cook. I'm gonna let
Last
him
year,
cook.
before all this drama with the Lol Cow podcast, okay, I was friendly with Boogie. Over the years, we had a few conversations behind the scenes, back and forth. Not long conversations, very short ones, brief ones, a little, you know, how you doing? Hope you're doing all right, or whatever, back and forth, like Twitter DMs and shit like that, right? Okay, and one of the conversations that we had was about particularly working together on something. And at this point, there was a situation where we were talking early on about this Lol Cow podcast and the possibility and stuff like that, right?
And then you said fucking no to it, and you cost him $50,000 fucking dollars. So naturally, he's not going to be fucking that nice to you anymore because you fucking directly cost him money that he genuinely fucking needed. Now, I'm not trying to fucking defend Boogie here and fucking say, you know, oh, what a poor soul. No, Boogie's a fucking dumb piece of shit as well. But no wonder Boogie has a problem with you, Phil, because you turned down the podcast offer and you fucking fucked him and Wings over 50k payday.
And I'm going to paraphrase it, all right? I'm not going to sit here and read the direct DMs.
Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Ira for the super chat. It says, hating Phil is basically a cultural melting point. I mean, to be fair, like there's certainly far more detractors than there are, you know, fans these days. Most people look at Phil, 9 out of 10 people will probably look at Phil and say, what a fucking disgusting person. And then that 10th person will be some sort of strange denhead and think, oh, that guy seems no bad. I think I'll check them out. It's bizarre. But yeah, it doesn't matter how big or small the person is on you. They can be the size of Moist Critical. You got PewDiePie that doesn't like Phil. You got fucking Moist Critical that doesn't like Phil. Mutahar doesn't like Phil. These are big, massive content creators on YouTube who have fucking seen what Phil does and they know what Phil fucking does. These are people that usually don't give fucking Phil 2 seconds of thought during their fucking days because they're so fucking busy with their own fucking lives. But you mentioned DSP to them. Are they going to say anything nice about him? Why the fuck would they? They know what kind of person he is. They know precisely the kind of person DSP is. DSP has a kind of popularity which should have him be a bigger person in terms of fucking popularity. But the fact of the matter is, people fucking laugh at him, not with him. He is not there to fucking... You find entertainment in laughing at the fucking piggy, not laughing with him as he plays games badly. Because the simple truth is, he can't laugh at himself, he's never been able to laugh at himself, and because of that fucking ego of his, that stubborn fucking nature of his, this is precisely where he's fucking at right now, and has been for a long fucking time. So Phil loves to fucking think of himself as successful. He's determined to not fucking say that he's a failure. He's determined to fucking justify him not being a fucking failure. In simple, straight up terms of, can he fucking live a life without fucking begging? No, he cannot. That means he's a fucking failure. When Cat Stick's fucking meal in their fucking day off relies on whether someone tipped a fucking $100 or not, then that's not a successful fucking business. It's just, it blows my mind that he thinks he's successful. He says he's happier. Fucking fair. I mean, I think he's delusional. I think he's fucking lying about being happier, but whatever. If Phil is actually genuinely happier, then fair play, I guess. But I don't personally buy it. I don't believe it. Most people don't fucking believe it. When someone keeps constantly fucking telling you they're the happiest they've ever been in their fucking life, and they constantly fucking say it without anyone asking them if they're happy, there's something strange about that. There's something like it's like they're trying to convince themselves more than anything else.
The possibility and stuff like that, right? And I'm going to paraphrase it, all right? I'm not going to sit here and read the direct DMs I had with Boogie. This was over a year ago. So again, this was before any of the drama of this year or anything like that.
Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Yami Jackie for the super chat, who says, I was there when he played Dead Space saying crap. Well, you were there for Blip TV. You were there for the space Nazis killing all as you. Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, I mean, some of you guys are newer fans, and some of you guys are quite retro with how far back you go with DSP. It's. This is what I'm saying though. There's always like a new audience at times to try and learn about DSP. The one big question when it comes to trying to teach somebody new, where do you begin? Like, how do you fucking begin with this? You point to current DSP and say this is what he's like now. Guess what he's like back then? It's crazy. But fuck me, man. Yeah, for me personally, it's probably 2014. I believe my first. Yeah, 2014 was when I first became a detractor. Like, I say that, I followed Phil's antics on Twitter. I was never a fan. Some detractors were fans at first before and then turned into detractors. I never saw DSP as somebody that was worth, like being good content. I straight away thought this was fucking pish. And yeah, it's just it blows my mind how this person never got fucking popular. But as Phil says, though, he didn't really give a crap back in the day. He was quite open with how vocal he was about certain things. Like he was quite homophobic. He was quite sexist with a lot of his fucking language, and it appealed to a lot of younger people. And he benefited from that, especially on some ridiculous machinima contract as well. But yeah, it's yeah. Put it this way, Turkey Tom's documentary on DSP is probably a great introduction to Phil. You know what I mean? Because that does actually cover quite a lot of early stuff as well, quite well. But there's also some things as well which were not picked up on that, which could be shown to people as well to educate them even more. Yeah, Roachbait, I did witness the incident. Yes, I might be wrong in saying this. I don't think I was a witness to it, sadly. But I'm trying to remember how I witnessed it, because sometimes SOK were right on top of things. Like, sometimes SOK done live streams themselves reacting to Phil. So I think one of them it might have been about, I'm not sure if it was about the incident or about something else. Keep in mind, back around about this time anyway, the SOK were pretty fucking big, and sometimes they done live streams when Phil was doing something quite interesting, for lack of a better term. So, yeah. Oh, I've been warned by D-Dog to get ready to go to Raw Phil as he's wrapping up the podcast. Okay, we are behind by about 42 minutes, 43 minutes as of right now. We'll keep playing the fucking podcast. We'll see if it keeps going on. If we need to fucking switch over to Raw Phil, we will do that.
I'm gonna sit here and read the direct DMs I had with Boogie. This was over a year ago. So again, this was before any of the drama of this year or anything like that. But basically, the conversation we had, and this, I really feel, this is the difference between myself and the other people who people consider lolcows, all right? When you look at the Wings of Redemptions, when you look at the Boogies, and you look at these people, all right? Here's the difference between me and them, all right? And this is what you're gonna understand is a lot different. As we're having this conversation, we're talking about the possibility of working with Keemstar on a podcast or whatever, right? So basically, Boogie said something to the effect, and by the way, I think this stream's about to play ads. No, I'm telling a story. I'm going to skip the ads, okay? Basically, the way he equated it, I know this is weird because I didn't bring this up, he did. Boogie actually said something to the effect of the way he sees YouTube or how YouTube is kind of like Walmart, all right? So let's think about that. It's kind of like Walmart. Well, Walmart, everyone knows, is a pretty bad business, right? Walmart comes into town with the lowest prices, the lowest cost for their products, and when Walmart comes to town, they sweep in and they take over. They could cause all the small businesses in a town to go completely out of business, all right? They, sadly, underpay and mistreat their employees. It's well documented that they do this, okay? And the employees are overworked, underpaid, not trained, right? They'll have someone who's a door greeter, who's an elderly person, this is their job, this is great, they have a living. Oh, you're fired, we don't need you anymore. What? Why? What did I do? You didn't do anything wrong, we just don't want to pay anymore, bye. Right? This is how they are, this is their company. And there's countless stories of Walmart being a bad company in this regard. Now, Walmart is a fine company, they don't break laws, they do everything law-abiding, and, they're on the up and up, but man, when they come in, they can completely wipe clean a small town, and now the whole town's focused on their Walmart, right? Now, you could argue positives and negatives about that, right? So basically, Boogie said this to me, again, I'm paraphrasing, and he said something like, when you look at people like working with Keemstar, or working with other people on YouTube, this drama content on YouTube, he says, you look at it like Walmart, like, Walmart has a ton of blood on their hands, but you still shop there, right? Because it benefits you. It's the best benefit to you and your family, the lowest prices, right? You get decent quality products, the lowest prices, everyone still shops there, despite the fact this is not a great company, you still kind of just do it, you bite the bullet, right? And he said that to me, because again, we were having a conversation about the possibility of working together and stuff like that. I said, Boogie, I want you to understand something. I don't shop at Walmart. I never have. In my entire life, I've shopped at Walmart once. And it was at the height of the popularity of Street Fighter 4. They were the only store that had Street Fighter 4 joysticks. And at that time, I was buying and modding joysticks to sell on the internet as a project. So I had to buy it from them. They were the only company available to buy them from. And by the way, the one experience I had at Walmart was the worst I've ever had. I was supposed to go and pick up these joysticks and just bring them right home. I pre-ordered them online. They were there supposedly in stock. Just go, pay, pick it up, gone.
So, full disclosure about this fucking random joystick lore. Phil used copyrighted artwork to put on blank joysticks and then sold them on for personal profit. Phil did this for a while until he got into trouble and he immediately stopped doing it. I'm sure there's videos about it before. I'm not sure how. It's been a long time since I fucking remember this sort of thing happening. I believe there was videos covering this kind of thing before this happened a long fucking time ago. I mean, on top of Street Fighter 4, for fuck's sake, a long time ago. But yeah, Phil used to fucking use artwork, which was official. I'm not sure, I think it was official Capcom artwork he was using, and he was printing it off and making joysticks from it. And apparently the Dead Sea Scrolls covered it before already, so there you go, check out the Dead Sea Scrolls on the That Being Said. Is it That Being Said it's on, or is it WPIG? One of the two anyway. They'll cover it, and so they've gone over the old lore.
I go there and I spent over 2 hours at Walmart to pick up these joysticks because they were understaffed. The person who works the pickup counter was not there that day. They had no idea where they were. They just didn't show up for work. None of the management actually knew how to run the pickup counter. They had employees running around the store like chickens with their heads cut off. No one knew anything. It took the employee 2 hours as they scoured the warehouse to find the joysticks and finally give them to me so I could go home. Okay? So, here's the deal. I don't like Walmart because I know that they're a scumbag company. I know that they mistreat their employees. I know that they don't pay enough. I know that they ruin the towns they move into. They have absolutely no regard for anything around them. All they care about is that they're making money. That's it. They don't give two shits. And when a Walmart moves in, that town now is beholden to Walmart. What do? All our other businesses went out of business because they can't compete with the prices of Walmart. Now we got to shop at Walmart, and there's nothing we can do about it. So now it's a Walmart town, right? That's YouTube. In a nutshell. That's literally YouTube. And that's this lolcow culture on YouTube. What you found is you found people who are so desperate, right? They need to make money in some way. They can't just operate anymore and have a life on YouTube for some reason. Maybe their popularity is waned. Maybe they just made a ton of mistakes or whatever. And the only way that they can get attention on YouTube is by creating drama. So what they do is they create the drama. They know the drama's toxic. They know that it's harmful. They know that it's not good. But that's the only way that they can get by. So they sit there and they create drama. And then everyone else sits outside and says, ha, now we capitalize. And we jump on this. And we make 2-hour documentaries. And we do podcasts about them. And we slam them. And we rip them a new butthole. And we constantly make fun of them. And we meme on them. And we milk them. Milk them. I want you to think about that statement. Because this is coming full circle now. As I was watching Turkey Tom's 20-minute response video about me, okay? He distinctly said 2 things in the video, all right, that resonated with me overnight as I slept on it. And the first he said was, I wish he would watch my documentary so he could react to it, I could react to his reaction, and then he would come on the Lolcow podcast, or the Lolcast, or whatever the fuck it's even called. I don't know because they had to change the name because they're so stupid. They made a show that they couldn't even use the name of, now they had to change it. I don't give a fuck what it's actually called anymore. So literally, the reason he wants me to watch his documentary is for more content for himself. Do you understand? He admits it right there in the video. He says it. And then he says at the end of the video, well, unless Phil decides to actually do this interview with me, I think I'm done milking him. Milking him. I want you to, again, think about that. All right? And then I started to read into what people were saying about Tom and or other things going on, and I started reading messages. And basically, here's the information that I got overnight. Are you aware that Turkey Tom is part of this lolcow culture and lolcow cast? I didn't know that. I don't watch it. I'm not paying attention to it. Oh yeah, he's called one of the lolcow farmers. Him and Mudahar and others, they're showing up to every show, and they're not highlighted like lolcows. They're highlighted like big shots, right? They come to the show in order to basically degrade the subjects of the show, which at this point I guess is Boogie and Wings and whoever this other person is who was my replacement because I didn't do the show, even though you can't replace someone who never agreed to do the show. But whoever they are, I guess, right? They're basically, it's like a shooting gallery. Like, here's the people who are supposed to be the hosts, but in reality, they're just the targets of ridicule and toxic behavior. Again, they're just people shooting down at them. That's the show. That's apparently what the show is. And Turkey Tom is one of these people who essentially, oh yeah, you see, we're better than them, so it's time for us to shoot down at them and basically insult them and do this kind of fucked up stuff to them constantly. All right? And for what and again, I'm not watching the show. I have nothing to do with it. I want nothing to do with it, but people contact me. People actually contacted me this week and said, Phil, you have no idea. You made the absolutely, positively, 100% correct decision to not work with Keemstar and be on that show. You predicted it completely correctly. This was not a show where it was going to be the host talking about topics intelligently, respectfully. It's literally the ridicule those people show. That's the whole point. And it's just gross. It's toxic. It's insulting. From what I don't understand, they're being degraded to the point where I guess Boogie was forced to get on his hands and knees and apologize to Keemstar because he went on someone else's show and there was drama, and he's like, you should have done it on our show to make us money. Now apologize to me that you did this because you're so stupid. And he did it apparently. Right? Now again, I didn't see any of this. This is people telling me this. And I'm like, you imagine? That's what people want to be involved in? You think this is valid content on YouTube and the internet to literally just be a bullying group? I mean, it should really be called We Bully People Podcast. That's all it is. The bullying podcast. We just bully people all day like it's a fucking schoolyard of people beating down on people. That's what the show is. Right? So thank God I'm not involved. Yeah. I told you guys, I knew. I'm not stupid. I'm wise to this shit. When you tell me that the name of the show is the Lolcow Show or the Lolcow Podcast, there's no respect. There's no intention of actually helping people or doing something positive. That's a toxic show. That's the point. From the day it was incepted, I knew that was the point. That's why I want nothing to do with it. I'm so here. And again, here's the difference. Boogie and Wings, they shop at Walmart, right? Anything to get ahead, anything to make a buck, anything to fucking get them to a position where they're doing something because they need that, right? I don't need that. I'm successful. I have a business. I'm good. People come and watch my content. They enjoy my content. They support my content. I do positive content all day. I don't do this lolcow shit. People try to pull me into their spinning vortex of drama shit. So, but I stay out of it. So why would I want to be involved in a show like that? I'd be a moron, right? And if anything, this is right now representative. If you're here every day on my show and you're watching my content and you're enjoying everything that I'm doing, is this not evidence that you don't have to be sucked into a toxic vortex of crap on YouTube to be successful? Is this not evidence that you can stand alone and stand apart from all that crap and you can still be happy? Right? I'm not in a desperate situation where I have to milk a situation. Because someone made a 2-hour documentary about me, I don't have to now react to it to get some kind of boost in views so I can make money today. I can still do my content that I absolutely love making and still make a living. And I don't have to degrade myself down to that level of crap that I feel is very harmful. And it's okay if people disagree, because obviously there's a huge group of people out there that disagree and think that this is fine. Good for you. Well, there's some of us who are older and more mature for that shit, and we don't care for that. I certainly don't. I never wanted to be involved with that level of shit. My involvement with Boogie and Wings was going to be a positive podcast where we talk, we interact, we have good topics about things. We can talk about our lives, our personal situations. You can talk about current events in the news and everything. Dude, I do this every day on my own show. Do you think it would be that hard to do it with 2 other people who we just talk? It would be an easy show to do. And by the way, it wouldn't be toxic. It would be fun to do. And everyone else out there could react to the show and do their own toxic shit about it. And I'm sure they would. But at least the core show would be great. And it would be good for our viewer bases and our communities and our audiences. That's what I wanted to do. But apparently, this is more important than that, right? Taking this big paycheck to be on this toxic ass show where it's a bunch of bullies and a shooting gallery is more important than actually doing something positive for the internet, positive for your audience. You know what I'm saying? You tell me that anyone in their right mind would think that that's okay. I'm sorry, but anyone who's involved in this lolcow culture shit, you got to get yourself fucking reassessed at a fucking professional. I dare you to go to a medical professional, a psychiatrist. Tell them you sit on the internet and all you do is you bully people, or you laugh at other people bullying people, and you watch degrading content about people who you think are pathetic, and this is your actual source of enjoyment. Tell me tell me what a medical professional would say in response to that. I would love to hear it, because there's a difference between, oh, there's some celebrity gossip, or, oh no, my entire source of entertainment is actually when other people get harmed, or we bully people, we degrade them. It's fucked up.
How do you fucking go to a fucking psychiatrist and you fucking tell them, how do you fucking spend your fucking day? Well, I'll wake up about 10:30 in the fucking morning, I fucking put water through my hair and give it a quick comb, then I fucking turn on my webcam, I pretend to my audience I've been awake for several fucking hours, I then fucking proceed to talk to 90 minutes towards a camera in my little room, telling people mundane stories like what happened to me when I went out for fucking shopping. I talk to people about my schedule. It's the same old shit every day. That psychiatrist would fucking tell you need some serious genuine fucking help, because you do the same old shit every single fucking day, Phil. Your fucking life is so fucking pointless, and it seems like there is at this fucking point in time. In terms of you think your life is interesting, Phil. There's nothing interesting going on in your fucking when you can spend a whole fucking podcast pretending you were fucking robbed when your fucking grocery fucking cart went missing in a store. And then you can pretend you were fucking robbed. A psychiatrist would have a fucking field day with that fucking victim mentality you're fucking spinning. They would go out of their goddamn mind trying to fucking wonder why the fuck you think you were fucking robbed in that situation. So Phil, how about you fucking go to a shrink and get them to fucking evaluate your tiny fucking dent head? See what they fucking got to say about you.
Alright, so I watched a 20-minute video from Turkey Tom. It's my only content of his I've ever watched. And I find the guy's well-spoken, he's charismatic, he's intelligent, he can make a point well. I disagree with him on the point of the fact that he thinks that I've had 10 years of failure, and that's okay, we can have that subjective disagreement and agree to disagree. But the moment that he says, oh, you see, I just wish he would react to the documentary because that would give me more content. Then I could talk about it on the LOLcast, or he can come on the podcast, and then we have even more content to make. And then I can milk him further, but for now I'm done milking him, alright? That's fucking disgusting. That's not even like a joke, that's not funny, that's fucking vile, alright? That's toxic, that's harmful, that's fucked up. That kind of, and the fact that you can just nonchalantly say something like that, oh yeah, I'm done milking someone today. I want you to know how disgusting that sounds. You're milking a human, okay? Not even for sus, you're not milking them for milk, you're milking them for profits, for money.
Phil, it wasn't being literal with the fucking phrasing. So, yeah. Nexus says, I think he did say it. I think he did say it actually, Nexus. Nexus says didn't even say it. I think he kind of did say it in some capacity. I mean, my memory might be playing tricks me, but I think he actually did kind of say something like that. But yeah, to me, it seemed clear that fucking Turkey Tom wasn't that interested in fucking doing anything else with it. You know, he wanted a break from DSP essentially because he just made a fucking documentary on him.
And every time you do that, you hurt them, but you don't care. There's no quality, no moral compass here. Who cares, right? You're dehumanizing the person. You're literally categorizing them as an animal, not a human. You've degraded them to the point that they're just cattle, all right? That's really fucked up. It is. It's completely messed up. I can't believe people think that's okay, right? When you're watching that lol cow show and you're seeing people who are supposed to be, oh, we're better than them and we're just going to bully them. What makes you better than them? Exactly.
But Phil, what makes you better than them though as well? You think you're above these fuckers. What makes you better than them? Because at the end of the fucking day, people fucking criticise you on a fucking regular basis because you constantly fucking turn to your audience and force them to fucking pay for all your fucking needs. They're forgetting them to pay for all your fucking bills, all your days off, all your grocery shopping, all your pet food shopping. You can splurge money on the most pointless fucking shit possible because you can't fucking manage your own finances properly. Because you're so addicted to so fucking throwing away every fucking dollar you get on a ridiculous WWE Champions game. It's just never ending with this guy. It never is. I'm not saying, like, are there worse people in the world compared to DSP? Absolutely. But so fucking what? For me though, my main focus, and I know there's other little cows out there. There's Wings, there's Biggies, there's everyone else. I don't give a shit about those guys. No offense to those fucking guys. I don't give a fucking shit about them. Phil's the one that seems to fucking generate my fucking interest, and a lot of other people as well. Phil is a fascinating fucking creature, not because they're exciting. No. Phil has the most boring, mundane fucking life, but the fact that he can fucking sit there, beg for money, then immediately spend their money on dumb fucking shit, and then turn back to his audience and says, "Guys, need more money," and his audience are fine with it. It blows most people's fucking mind. He makes over $100,000 per year. Based off the fucking kindness of other fucking people. That is a fucking mind-boggling number. What does he fucking do to, like, deserve it? I don't know. He does the same shit every fucking day. He does these marathons, which is meant to be a fucking reward for people, but he uses these fucking marathons to try and get more money than usual. He fucking pretends the marathons are some reward for his dumbass audience, but in actuality, he fucking expects more from them. Guys, give me $100, I'll drink a fucking some alcohol. Fuck off. Just fuck off. You're a greedy piece of shit, and the sooner your audience see it, the better.
What makes you better than them? Because you're toxic? Because you're okay with bullying people on the internet? You have no morals or values? That makes you better than them? Because you have an association with someone like Keemstar, who's pretty much the worst of the worst when it comes to that kind of behavior? I mean, what makes you think, Turkey Tom, what makes you think you're better than me? That you milk me for content, right? And the funny part about all that is, it could easily be reciprocated. Someone could do that to Tom, someone could do that to Mudahar, someone could do this. They have done it to Keemstar, actually, and Keemstar ain't happy about it. Remember the H3H3 beef that he had, and when he got roasted on his fucking balls? He hated that shit, man. He was so upset that someone would criticize him the same way that he's criticized everybody else on the internet, right? It could easily be flipped. But the thing is, you'll look for the easy targets, right? If you already find someone like a Boogie, or a Wings, or a DSP, and you find someone who's already the subject of ridicule, and you just keep ridiculing them, well, no one's gonna care when they flip that on you, right? Right now, if I sat here and I made an hour roast of Turkey Tom, no one would care, because I'm the lolcow, right? The thing is, I have no interest in that. I have no interest in researching the guy, finding out what failures he's had over the years. I don't care about what his interests are, what his mistakes are, and I don't care to make a toxic video about him to make money or profits. That's
So what's the point of this fucking segment then, Phil? This whole entire segment was not necessary. You could just fucking said, I've thought about it, but I'm not doing it, and then talked about literally anything else.
Not me. You know what I want to do? I want to sit here with my audience, and I want to have fun, and I want to relax, and I want to enjoy video games, which is the whole point of why I started making content 15 years ago. And I want that to continue. I want that positivity and that fun and that safe, interesting environment to continue. So that way, every day when I turn my stream off, I say, I just had a good day. We enjoyed games. We had fun conversation. I made a living. Everyone's happy. No one's hurt. Until you can do that, you have failed. All right? So every moment that you...
Oh, he's called Turkey Tom a failure. He brought it back round, guys. Remember when Turkey Tom called DSP a failure? Oh, and then DSP just brought it back round and used the exact same insult on Turkey Tom. Sick burn, bro. How will fucking Turkey Tom recover from that? Let's hear it one more time.
Every day when I turn my stream off, I say, I just had a good day. We enjoyed games. We had fun conversation. I made a living. Everyone's happy. No one's hurt. Until you can do that, you have failed. All right? So every moment that you're going to say 10 years of failure, Dark Side Phil. No. I'm happy and successful being who I am, and I don't hurt anyone when I make my content. Do you understand? That's success. The failure is if the only way that you can be successful in life is to step on others, to bully others, to push them down under your heel of your boot, and you have absolutely no conscience to tell you that that's bad. If that's the situation you're in and that's your level of success, I want nothing to do with your level of success. And I wish you the best. You go ahead, you do what you want, you enjoy your bully show, and you beat up people for a living on the internet. But I'm going to issue a word of warning. all right? A very harsh word of warning. And I want you to understand this is not coming from me because I'm well adjusted and I'm a good person and I feel that ultimately I'm happy where I am, all right? I want all these people who feel like they're safe in their vortex of drama to be very careful, okay? I really feel like people need to start wising up, all right? And here's why I say this. Because we've already seen situations where people who've been bullied have gone crazy. We've seen this. It's documented, okay? And it's only a matter of time that if you think you feel safe doing this kind of content, this messed up, toxic, really harmful content, and you think that it's good, right? Oh, this is fine because everyone makes out. It's money. It's just Walmart. Everyone accepts Walmart, okay? It's just a matter of time until someone snaps. And I'm actually worried that one of these days, and I'm not saying it's going to be Tom. I'm not saying it's going to be Keemstar. I'm not saying who it's going to be. Someone's going to make a documentary about someone. It's going to be the wrong person. And that person's going to fucking lose it, man. And that's going to be, you know, and whether it's self-harm or harm of others or whatever I'm saying, you know, that's dangerous shit. You're treading. You're fucking with people's minds. You're fucking with people's brains and emotions of people who probably already aren't well adjusted. Especially some of these stories that you've told and shit. You know what I'm saying? This is dangerous shit you're dealing with. And I think what it is people are in this culture where they just think everything's fine, everything's fair, everything's safe, everything's okay, because it's all accepted on YouTube. You're right? All right, listen. It's legal, right? It's legal. You can do it, but you gotta be careful. You know, there's a difference between I made a documentary and it was even-handed and fair, or I made a documentary, but I really hope someone responds to it so that I can milk them for content and dehumanize them constantly, endlessly, so we can all get all over on it. It's like, what? Do you not see the difference between that? And it's gonna come to a point, it really is gonna come to a point where someone's gonna snap. And I tell you right, it ain't gonna be me. I'm happy. I'm good, man. Like I said, I'm good. I'm in a good situation. I have a great family life, thankfully, right? I've had times in my life in the past where things were awful. Things are good, you know? I just gotta stay my course and not make the same mistakes that I made in the past and just keep going the way I'm going, and hopefully things will go well for me in the future, right? But after getting all this feedback and everything, and seriously like weighing this situation of how it's going, I'm like, I didn't know anything about this Lol Cow show or anything. I had no idea what it really was. I had an idea of what it was going to be. That's why I wanted nothing to do with it. But when people started telling me what it was, I was like, do they not get it? Like, do they not understand what they're doing? Like, you are trying to normalize fucked up bullying behavior. You're trying to say that's fine, that's okay to beat up people for profit. That's not okay. In no case is it ever okay. All right? And it doesn't matter if it's illegal and people get away with it. It's still wrong. All right? Now, maybe that's me because I grew up Roman Catholic. I was raised in a certain household, a certain kind of moral values or whatever. But to me, when you tell me that, you know what I'm saying? And again, they think they're protected. They're not.
What does being a Roman Catholic fucking have to do with anything? Like, is Phil not aware of what the fucking Crusades were? A lot of fucking people died because of that particular fucking religious thing. I'm just fucking saying, you know. Doesn't fucking matter. We're Roman Catholics, so we're fucking got a moral high ground. But anyway, let's just kill all these fucking bastards for our Roman fucking religion.
At any moment, and I learned this the hard way, right? You think that you're protected in life and you think that everything's okay, and in a moment's notice, something could flip on its head, right? One day you're gonna be doing a documentary on Joe Blow from Hoboken, New Jersey, and how he did something stupid on the internet, and you don't know how he's gonna react to it, all right? And you gotta be so fucking careful, man. This is wild that to think, and the thing, I hope that Turkey Tom understands, when I say all this, I'm actually trying to look out for his best interests, all right? I think this guy's charismatic, I think he's intelligent, I think he can make good content. I think what he should do right now is immediately quit that show. This very moment that he hears this, he should quit the fucking Lol Cow show and try to do something better for himself. Because I know he can. Because I know that he's smart, and I know he's intelligent, I know he's charismatic, I know he can make good content that's not harmful. He has to stop with that. It's not even the documentary about me I have the problem with, it's all this other shit that he's doing.
Not even watch the fucking documentary, so how the fuck do you know if it's a good documentary or not? How the fuck do you know if it's a fucking worthwhile documentary or not if you're not even bothered to fucking watch the goddamn thing yourself? You're giving your opinion on something you've not bothered to watch. Which is, you apparently have a problem with. Usually. It makes no sense, Phil. This rant makes no sense. You know what, fuck it, I just want to let him cook. I want to get to the end of the shit, because I want to catch the rest of the fucking Scotland game.
You know what I'm saying? That's fucked up. And you've got to separate yourself in life. At some point in life, you've got to take a stand for what you believe in, and you've got to understand that it's all about who you associate with as well. And that's just not the right path to go down, where he's going. So, all things considered, when you think that it's okay to say you're going to milk someone, or you've milked someone like a dehumanized animal, and you think that's fine, that's totally morally acceptable because I got views and money off of it, that's where I draw the line. That's where I draw the line. I'm not going to have anything to do with Turkey Tom. I'm not going to have anything to do with Mudahar. I'm not going to have anything to do with Keemstar. I'm not going to have anything to do with Boogie. I'm not going to have anything to do with Wings of Redemption. I'm not going to have anything to do with anyone associated with that kind of fucking behavior on the internet. That is the complete antithesis of what I stand for on the internet. So if that means that I just sit here and I play games with my audience, as small as it is, and I'm here forever, that's fine. I'm happy with that. I don't need toxic popularity for making bad choices, and being milked.
Hold the fuck on. Does he think he's going to be doing this in his fucking 60s and mid-60s and 70s? Streaming 6 days a goddamn fucking week? Because he has no fucking retirement plan, he has no other income. He has to be this old-ass fucking ancient fucking boomer piece of shit trying his best to fucking get tips from fucking people that grew up watching for 30 fucking years. What the fuck is wrong with him? He genuinely is fucking set and doing this for the rest of his pathetic, miserable fucking life because there's nothing else he can do with his pathetic, miserable fucking life. Jesus Christ, Phil. What sort of fucked up sort of fucking life plan is that? Oh my god.
Can't believe that you would even say that in a video and think that's, oh yeah, I'm milking people today. Like, huh? Like, what? That's...
Yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much to Ira for Super Chat, who says, Phil is legit hoping for another Jew Wario event. Now, I'm not too clued up on my lol cow lore or whatever, but I'm going to imagine this Jew Wario event was when somebody got threatened or worse. I don't actually know about the Jew Wario event. I could search it very quickly. I could like Google it very quickly, just, you know. Oh, apparently they died. Fuck me. That's a... So, yeah. Apparently there was allegations and they died. I don't know, this is just Google straight away fucking things. So. Yeah, I am gonna just stay away from that particular topic, but apparently, yeah, that's a bit of a dark topic. I mean, the thing is, though, you could be right in terms of saying either that the NFL is probably hoping for that, do you know what I mean? But, you know, he's hoping to have somebody, okay, we can blame these mentally ill bullies and all that shit, these evil people that are bullying other people on the internet and all that shit, you know, fucking hell, man. Let's kill it by a kind of synopsis there. Jew Wario was an interesting person accused of SA at Channel Awesome, and he took his own life a few years ago when it was coming to light. SA. Sexual assault, I imagine that stands for. Okay, yeah, I mean, yeah, okay. It's one of those fucking things where... Yeah, fuck man. Look, the fact of the matter is, Phil thinks this is bullying. Boogie and Wings can accept their lol cows. In fact, they're trying to profit off of that. Do they fucking like what's being said about them? Probably fucking not. But at the end of the fucking day, though, they're still doing their best to fucking get on with their own fucking lives, their own fucking careers as internet content creators. They're somewhat embracing it. And the fact that Phil can't embrace himself being a lol cow means I'd say those two are doing better than Phil is. Because at least they're fucking aware of what the fuck they are. Phil is in full denial mode about it, thinking he's above this sort of content. And really, that's just coming back to hurt him more than anything else. Because at the end of the fucking day, Wings and Boogie have been able to capitalise and profit from their status as being fucking lol cows. Are they happy? Who knows? But at least they're fucking doing their best to try and just get some bread. Phil, though, doesn't take these fucking chances because he's too stubborn and too proud to fucking admit he's a fucking lol cow. Instead, he turns to his audience, begs profusely, and pretends he's not a fucking failure.
In a video and think that's, oh yeah, I'm milking people today. Like, huh? Like, what? You think that's fine? To talk like that. That's not fine. That's really messed up. Like, I mean it. Go talk to a psychiatrist and tell them you milked someone today. And let's see how they respond to what you said. They're going to be like, dude, what did you just say? Like, huh? But this is it. It's been normalized on YouTube. This behavior has been normalized by people like Keemstar, so it's acceptable now. No, it's not. It's really not. You have to understand. Normal people think this is endlessly fucked up. They don't agree with this culture, this spinning toilet culture of toxic shit. It's awful. And the quicker, the absolute quicker you get out of this toxic vortex, the better. Especially for someone like Turkey Tom, who seems like he's got his head on his shoulders, he's smart, he's intelligent, he can make great content, but he has to get out of the toxic vortex now, before you're stuck in it forever. Because guess what? You'll be the next lol cow. You'll be the next one who 10 years down the line, you're desperate for content. And what are you going to do to get it? Well, all you ever did was make fun of people. No one cares about you anymore. Now what are you supposed to do? Right? You're the next one on the list, man. So, no, I'm not doing no goddamn...
That is absolutely a fucking threat. That is absolutely a fucking threat Phil's fucking making there. You're the next one on the fucking list, man. What the fuck is wrong with Phil? Holy shit, Phil, calm the fuck down. Mr. Moral fucking high ground here trying to call someone else a future fucking lol cow. Look who's fucking talking. Look who's been a fucking lol cow for so fucking long they're not even fucking aware that they are one. Phil has become everything he's claimed to fucking hate in his fucking life. He has grown, so he has spent years fucking belittling live streamers. He has belittled these content creators that have webcams on. He has belittled these content creators that have LEDs behind them and bright lights and all that shit. He has belittled these content creators that pause their fucking gameplay every 5 minutes to fucking shout out a contribution. He has belittled all these people in the fucking past, and he fucking turned into the very thing he claims to fucking hate from back in the fucking day, because now he's the fucking epitome of everything he's claimed to fucking hate. Phil wants to fucking pretend he's been true and honest to him fuck himself, when at the end of the fucking day, he's had to fucking become the very thing he claimed to ever fucking hate about content creation. I don't want to hear a goddamn thing about Phil fucking trying to claim some sort of moral fucking high ground, when he's fucking became the very thing he claimed to never want to be.
Interview with him or anyone else involved with any of that toxic shit, and that's my final answer. Okay. Alright guys, I'm done. I got it off my chest, and now you got my answer, and now we can go back to normality around here. And the funny part is, you absolutely positively know that these people are going to talk about it in their content, whatever, but that's the last thing they're going to get out of me. You know? It's just stupid. It's pointless. It's dumb. It's so different from anything that I would ever want to be dealing with. And it's sad. It really is sad. You know? But hey, that's what YouTube has become, right? This toxic place, and I refuse to engage with that. So, hope you respect my decision, and again, I literally don't have any problems with Turkey Tom or his documentary. I haven't seen it, but I certainly have problems with behavior like that. Right? Like, that's really endlessly fucked, so I'm not gonna involve myself with it, okay? Okay. Alright, quick shout-outs. American Manga Undertaker re-upping their membership. You haven't watched the documentary, why would you want to speak with him? If we want you to speak with him, are you gonna watch the documentary? The point was that he was supposed to, he wanted to talk to me about my history as a content creator and stuff like that, which I'm always interested in talking about. Why wouldn't I want to talk about 15 years of content creation, how I've changed and evolved over time, how YouTube has changed over time, how my community, you know, enjoys what I do, but has to deal with this harassment from this crazy group of fucking haters and shit? You know what I mean? Like, that's an interesting conversation to me. That still hasn't happened. When have I ever had that conversation with a single person? The side-scrollers could have had that conversation with me. They weren't interested. They were interested in just regurgitating the same exact bullshit that my haters say. So literally, it was the most boring 5-hour interview you could have, because they didn't actually get into anything interesting at all. Instead, they just asked dumb questions. So, I mean, that was their chance.
No, Phil, that interview was not fucking boring, not by a fucking long shot. That interview was fucking insane. I don't know why you think it was a fucking boring interview, Phil, because that fucking shit was nuts.
Right? So, that's what I mean. Like, that would be a great interview. It doesn't have to be about me watching a documentary at all. You know? GDTV, we upped his membership, says Keem told Boogie to off himself a few days ago. What's sad is that I would say that's slanderous. You can't say that. But I would actually believe that he said it too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would believe that. I don't know if he did. I don't watch the show. I never will. But I would believe it. He's done it before with other people. You know who I'm talking about. So, that's not surprising to me that he would have done it again. And by the way, why do you think that he acts like that and does that, right? Why do you think that? Because guess what? He gets away with it. Right? He got away with it before, so why not do it again? Until there's consequences for actions, the actions will continue. And if YouTube allows this kind of toxic content, the actions will continue. The bullying, the insane amount of mistreatment of people, the drama, the toxic shit will continue until YouTube puts its foot down and says, what are we doing? Why are we promoting and allowing this? Why are we allowing monetization? That's the other thing. Why would you ever allow monetization of that content? That content should be immediately demonetized. No monetization whatsoever possible. And any channel that has that kind of bullying behavior should completely be removed from the YouTube Partner Program. It should. That shouldn't be allowed. What are you, crazy? An advertiser wants to have their product represented on a toxic bullying show? Huh? But again, you know, we'll be the ones who have to suffer, because they'll be the example of why YouTube gets demonetized and loses advertisers, but it'll be the common person who makes normal content that'll suffer, because we'll also lose all the ads.
Well, don't you fucking dare try and pretend you're a common fucking person. There ain't no fucking soul like you, and thank fuck that's the case. You are one of a kind, and long may that fucking continue.
Shit, right? It's pretty messed up, right? There you go. Okay, let's continue. Let's see here. Likely a bunch of troll tips today, so I'm probably going to skip a bunch of these. Yep, troll tip number 1. Troll tip number 2. I knew it. You always know when you got a bunch of dollar tips coming in randomly during my discussion of something important that's going to be a bunch of idiots. Troll tip number 3. There you go. And troll tip number 4. There you go. So here's the funny part, too. Because idiotic people will say something. Oh, I misclicked. Okay. Idiotic people will say something. Like, for example, they'll say this. Oh, well, you see, Phil, well, didn't you just milk Turkey Tom? Right? Didn't you just milk? You just did a whole podcast on the topic, so you milked him for content. I didn't milk him for content.
Yes, you fucking did, Phil. There's no fucking justification otherwise. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it what you fucking done. You literally used him to have... You claim to ignore all this drama. And yet here you are, using his name and talking about him for the majority of our podcast for your own financial benefit here. You could have had this conversation with him in private, Phil. You chose not to. Instead, you fucking went to your fucking podcast and said it there instead. Like some sort of fucking chicken shit.
I didn't do the show. I had plenty of other things to talk about. We got a whole suggestion box of positive things from my viewers we've been waiting to respond to for weeks, and I barely get to it, right? I didn't have to do this. In fact, I kind of feel this was a wasted show. By the way, how many contributions has actually come in during my show today? We had 1 membership and 4 troll dollar tips that'll likely be charged back, and not, you know, what are you talking about? People don't come to my...
Oh my god, there's nobody fucking support him, otherwise. Did he get no super chats? And he's technically got no genuine tips either. Got $4 in troll tips, which is a waste of fucking money, by the way. But nobody fucking gave him any contributions. Oh, fuck me. I actually had a more successful stream than Phil did, I guess. What the hell, man? And the suggestion box, of course, he brought out the fucking suggestion box. The thing, he covered it at one point in time and then ignored it altogether. Remember the number 2 suggestion thing by Phil on that suggestion box was suggest him new games. And what happened when Phil was suggesting new games? He told people to stop fucking suggesting him new games. You cannot win with DSP. You just can't. You give him what he wants and he fucking complains.
Content for toxic stuff and then contribute. They don't, because that's not what I'm about. When I waste time talking on shit like this actually hurts the business more than helps. Do you understand? If I just sat here and I'm talking about my content, gaming, stuff like that, that's what people like. That's why people come to this channel. They don't come here to watch. They want to know if they want to see drama. They go to one of the restreamers. They go to one of my hate watchers who literally misrepresents me every day, and they watch their shit. Good, go over there.
How is me watching the entirety of your podcast misrepresenting you? We literally have no option here but to pay attention to every single word and action you fucking do during the podcast because we're playing a goddamn fucking game of bingo out of it. Yes, in between you fucking spouting your fucking pish, we do nitpick things we nitpick things that you say all the fucking time. We challenge you in some of your fucking claims all the fucking time. Phil, you are doing this hoping to you basically just fucking alluded to yourself here. You went and talked to Turkey Tom for so goddamn fucking long, and what fucking happened? You didn't get much fucking money out of it. You got no genuine fucking tips, you got no super chats, you got a couple of membership renewals, and that was it. So your fucking plan to milk Turkey Tom did not fucking work whatsoever. You failed.
Fuck off of my channel, right? I don't benefit from that. You can't say I milked Turkey Tom. I didn't get anything out of it. I literally got no benefit from this besides now I've gotten my perspective out there.
You tried to get something out of it and you fucking failed because nobody fucking was interested in that shit, Phil. Yeah, you tried your absolute goddamn best and it didn't fucking work. So the joke's on you, pal.
People understand it. They can agree or disagree. And that's it, right? So there you go. And now I'm done with it and now I can move on and have to talk about it again because I'm done with this topic. It's a done deal for me, man. So there you go. You know, no, the difference is Turkey Tom or any of these kind of YouTube drama content creators, right, makes that content and they benefit from it hugely because the person who's the bully always makes out, right?
Oh, you're calling Turkey Tom a bully now. You're flat out calling Turkey Tom a bully. What a piece of shit.
The bully, oh yeah. Although I don't get that. I thought the whole point was that we have this anti-bullying movement and we have all this stuff where society's supposed to be changing that's not allowed in schools anymore and shit. But yet on YouTube, it's more rampant than ever. It's like the opposite on the internet. Real life is changing. The internet isn't. The internet's going the other way. You tell me, right? Anyway, continuing on. I received a $25 tip from 1 Minute Man.
Hey, I got a fucking tip after all. It was worth it now, Phil, wasn't it? There's your fucking standard $25 dude tip from fucking Planet Jeff.
Okay. Here you go. Here's 1 Minute Man's take. He goes, videos about you, bad slanderous videos, get millions of views. You already have peak exposure on YouTube from those videos. Why don't you ask him to record questions and submit them to you? You'll answer them on your channel.
Why the fuck should he? Why in the ever-loving fuck should Turkey Tom waste any fucking time doing that for Phil's fucking benefit? There's nothing in it whatsoever for Turkey Tom to do that. Why should he waste any fucking time bothering his arse to fucking do that? And remember, Phil said he's done with it now. Phil says he's done with it all, he's not bringing it up ever again. Believe that if you will.
Why give this guy millions more views for nothing? And here's the thing, all right? Because here, I can tell you 1 Minute Man, I can tell you exactly how the hell he'll respond. Oh, well, no one watches your channel. That's what he'll say. No, it's not that no one watches, it's that my positive viewing audience watch, right? He has a broad audience of 1 million viewers who are there for toxic, negative shit.
But Phil, let's be fucking real here. Your audience doesn't really fucking exist properly. You have maybe a couple of hundred of genuine fans at that. Your average fucking DSP stream will have, on average, about 200 odd, 300 odd genuine fucking fans. That being said, earlier on had over 1,000 people on their stream. Piece of piece regularly pulls in 600, 700, sometimes 800 people easily. for a detractor restream of Phil's nighttime content. It is crazy how fucking more popular detractors are with their fucking views and metrics, rebroadcasting DSP and talking about DSP compared to DSP himself. Nobody wants fucking raw DSP. Nobody wants the fucking genuine fucking article. I go to DSP Gaming and stream his shit so you guys don't have to go there. And then I go, Ira saying, that being said, get 2k views regularly. Even me, like, so Bingo sometimes get, 120 to 300 a good day. It's like, I never pay attention to those metrics personally. I'm happy that some people enjoy Bingo, of course, but I know it's also a bit annoying to endure because they're always stop-starting. There's an angry Scottish man ranting profusely a lot of the time. I guess why, but as long as the people here, and I'm going to sound like fucking DSP here, but as long as the people are here enjoying themselves, that's the main thing for me. I never really pay attention to the kind of metrics of it, Some people I know enjoy it, and that's the main thing. And at the end of the game, at the end of the day as well, it's a game of bingo. We're trying to fucking win a game of bingo here with Phil. And it's just we turn it into a fucking game. Because that's the only way we can endure this fucking crap. The only way we can endure fucking raw, unfiltered DSP is by fucking turning it into an absolute ridiculous game of fucking bingo. Because that's how unbelievably fucking predictable he is these days.
Every video he puts out is toxic, negative shit. Do you see? Literally every video he puts out is toxic and negative. So, to him, that's the audience. People aren't going to Turkey Tom's channel to find out what good thing happened today. Right? Who would, right? So, that's the point.
You haven't watched his content, so how the fuck do you know what his videos are like? You watched one 20-minute video of him responding to you. That is the only content you've seen of Turkey Tom's, and yet here you are, assuming what the rest of every single one of his fucking videos are like, based on that one fucking 20-minute video you had, which you said you liked. You said it was edited well, he talked well, he comes across as intelligent, but because he said one particular thing in that fucking video, where he said he was done milking you, you now automatically assume that all of his fucking content about, on his channel, is all negative and shitty, with no justification for it whatsoever.
Yes, I get millions of views of exposure on his channel, but none of it benefits me. He thinks it does. It doesn't. Like, I wish he would react to my documentary and then we could have content back and forth. Literally, I'll get nothing out of it. At all. Zero. There's nothing to be benefited by me from drama. Nothing. I've seen it time and time again. I've had viral tweets. I had tweets that went viral on Twitter 2 years ago during the Oscars when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. I had the most viral tweet of the entire Oscars. Guess how many new viewers it brought to my content?
Hold the fuck on as well. So you benefited from someone else's suffering. So you're saying that you fucking capitalised on drama with another person suffering because you made a tweet about it?
Zero. And that was a positive tweet. And people, I got like thousands of new followers on Twitter for it. Zero effect on my business. No one cares. No one cares about this toxic shit and virality on the internet. Nobody gives a fuck. They care about the content. So if people are looking for toxic content, they go to Turkey Tom. They don't go to Turkey Tom, watch the toxic video about Darkside Phil, and then have it spill over to positivity. Maybe 2 people, right? I'll tell you, I got a bunch of negative shit. I got a bunch of negative people leaving me negative comments after that documentary. Nothing positive. You see? That's the difference. So if I were to take his questions, answer them legitimately, and put them on my channel, no one would care. Because no one on my channel cares anyway. People on this channel just want to watch gaming content. That's the whole point of the channel. It's called DSP Gaming, right? It's not DSP Drama. It's not DSP Responds. It's DSP Gaming, right? I have a DSP React channel. No one cares about it there either. You know? I know. I've tried. It's stupidity. But that's the thing. These idiots think that somehow this benefits me. It does not benefit me at all. Oh, it's free exposure. It's bad exposure. There's not such things. Not all exposure is good exposure. That's completely false. You know, the only people for whom all exposure is good exposure is people who are absolutely desperate and have nothing positive to bring. So therefore, any attention they get is attention that's good for them. You know, people on that show. Notice I'm not on that show for good reason. I don't have to be. I don't want to be. Get it? Got it? Good. Okay. Blue Kid did a super chat. It's so different from celebrity roasts. People like seeing controversial people get razzed and clap back. You're right. Except celebrity roasts are done with the permission of the celebrity. You know? Did you know that? When they set up those events or whatever, they're set up with the permission of the celebrity. The celebrity says, go roast me and I'll roast you back. It'll be beneficial for everyone. Correct? It's not someone did a 2-hour, awful roast on someone and then they're forced to respond because someone already did toxic stuff about them for 2 hours. It's different. I've already said this. I'll say it again. Literally no one at all on the internet who has ever made a video about me has contacted me first and said, I would like your input in my video. I would like to have you as part of this event or documentary to offset the toxic stuff people say about you so it's a fair and balanced documentary. Instead, they make the content first, then they expect me to react to it so they get more free content. Do you understand the difference? That's the difference. So I understand what you're saying, except that's not an equivalent situation at all. Oh, by the way, I'm not a big celebrity. I'm not someone who benefits from being razzed or lampooned at all. I've had 10 plus years of that. Really, I have. I've had over 10 years of toxic behavior thrown my way. I don't benefit from it. At this point, you know, I have a hard time even getting someone to legitimately check out my stuff because all they hear is the toxic shit. And then I'm expected to defend myself after the fact, and I never do. I just say, I don't care, and I move on, right? And that's correct. Drew Corporation says, here's the sad part. You put in all this work in the last hour to respond, you know, you're right. I intelligently thought, I took in everyone's feedback. I intelligently thought out my response. I wanted to make sure it wasn't an inflammatory response, that it was a constructive response. I hope Turkey Tom takes it to heart. I don't know if he will. That's his choice. But he says, others are just going to clip and clip and clip and reap the benefits off of this. You're right. 100% correct. 100%. That's what's wrong with YouTube. That's exactly what's wrong with YouTube. And again, it's only allowed because YouTube hasn't actually enforced or put their foot down on this kind of content. This bullying content shouldn't be allowed. It's fucked up. It's toxic, or at the very least, allow it, but there's absolutely no reason anyone should be able to benefit from it with a business standpoint. There should be no monetization of that content whatsoever. No partnering of a channel that has that content, no ads on that content, right? Because then, overnight, that content will go away. Because if you can't monetize it, no one would do it. Because that's all it's about anyway, is money based off of popularity. That's why they make that content. Because drama sells. So the moment that you make it that drama can't be monetized, it'll go away. It's a simple solution, but why would you think YouTube doesn't do that? Think about it, right? Why do you think they wouldn't do that? Right? Think about it. It's not a tough decision at all to make. Or a tough deduction to make. There's benefit there. They're making money off of it too, right? So there you go. Anyway, why do I think I'm the topic of conversations and documentaries? Because I'm an easy target because I've been around for 15 years, all right? When I started, I made a lot of big mistakes. I know that now, and I've already fessed up to those mistakes. Those first 5 years, it was like constant comedy of errors because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. You know what I'm saying? I was just a moron, but again, there was no track record. There was no blueprint to follow to say what's the right way or wrong way to go about doing this. I was just flubbing it. I didn't have friends who were into the industry. I didn't have anyone who do video editing. I didn't know anyone who was into this stuff at all.
And one fucking friend in the fucking industry. Every time you're fucking encouraged to do some networking, you told them no. But every time you were encouraged to try and make friends and do collabs and fucking reach out to other fucking people and try and fucking, you know, expand on what you've fucking done, you told Machinima no. Machinima tried their best to get you to fucking grow and fucking evolve. And you fucking said to them, no, I fucking make gameplay videos and it's working for me. I'm making money doing this. I'm successful doing this. Why should I do that? Why should I bother doing anything else? You stubbornly refuse to fucking actually fucking try and improve yourself, not only as a content creator, but as a human being. You kept yourself in your little fucking bubble. And you fucking stayed there until you couldn't stay there anymore. The bubble burst, essentially. And then you're fucked and you didn't know what to fucking do because you had nothing else to fucking fall back on. I'm sure I'm gonna try to get you to fucking do collabs with certain people and reach out to certain people and maybe fucking try and take on things like, you know, fighting game commentary because you're a fucking experienced fighting game player from back in the fucking day. You said no to all these fucking things. And then what happened when a fucking ad apocalypse happened and ad revenue dried up for you? You had nothing to fall back on, so you had no choice but to fucking go to live streaming, which you fucking said was a bad thing before. You told your audience it was a dumb idea to do live streaming before because you were making content and you were fine doing content, even though they wanted you to do live streaming. You told your audience they were fucking dumb for suggesting it. Then what happened when ad apocalypse happened? You had no choice but to do the one thing you said you didn't want to do, live streaming. And all of a sudden you fucking loved live streaming. I fucking know it was the best thing you've ever fucking done. And you made so much money on Twitch because of it. Because of dumbass denheads fucking falling for your fucking ridiculous beg spiels.
I had a partner network with Machinima who never helped me. They literally barely talked to me. I was left alone to do whatever I wanted to my own.
Oh my fucking god. No, Phil, according to your own narrative, that is not what fucking happened. They tried their fucking best. They gave you multiple free fucking games. They tried their best to get you to fucking expand and evolve and grow as a content creator. And you told them, don't be fucking dumb. I am doing well right now. Why should I change anything? You were happy to fucking stay the course and not rock the fucking boat and attempt to fucking try anything different. Because what was working for you at that time was all you fucking wanted, essentially. Why should you fucking care about trying something different sometimes when you know you didn't have to because you're fucking rolling in the fucking dough? I can't believe the fucking things he's saying right now.
What's the right way or wrong way to go about doing this? I was just flubbing it. I didn't have friends who were into the industry. I didn't have anyone who do video editing. I didn't know anyone who was into this stuff at all. I had a partner network with Machinima who never helped me. They literally barely talked to me. I was left alone to do whatever I wanted to my own devices. So, you know, those first 5 years, tons of mistakes. And then the next 10 years of ridicule based off of this is how you don't play. And again, viral memes of negativity that got popular on YouTube. If you look at my situation compared to the others, like I said, the people that are on that Lolcow show, they're completely different. I'm nothing like those two. But it's hilarious because people still draw art to try to make me look like those two. They'll actually literally draw me like a giant globulous guy, like I weigh like 300 pounds, and I look like them, and I look nothing like them, I act nothing like them, the content I make is nothing like theirs. We're completely different situations in life and everything. But they want to try to group me in because I've been the whipping boy of the internet for 15 years, so they think there's the easy target, there's the easy one, there's the me, right? That everyone can recognize, so just take the shot. Everyone wants to take a shot at the easy one, right? There you go. It's that simple. It's not rocket science here. This is pretty simple stuff. Anyway, so again, we've now gone. I knew this would be a long podcast, but I'm glad that we've got it out of the way. Because much like with the Side Scrollers podcast and all that shit, this is my last discussion on the subject. I don't care if Turkey Time responds. I don't care if anyone else responds. I don't care what they say on their dumb fucking shows. I don't give a shit. I'm out of it now, completely 100%. I am moving on positively with my own stuff. I have nothing to do with their shit. I'm done. I've moved past it already. We're good to go. Full speed ahead with all of the stuff that we want to do. That I've already got a busy schedule of. We don't need to waste time on this shit anymore. You understand? It's done. It's in the past. I've addressed it, right?
I'm going to tick off 2 particular squares right now. He kind of done prayer hands earlier on. I didn't think it was a genuine prayer hands, but because we're fucking needing squares ticked off, I'm ticking it.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
Also, I'm going to say Phil had some dead air there a minute ago.
Burger.
There we go. We're still, we're 2 snorts away from a free space. But having said that, I don't think we're getting a full house today. It looks very unlikely.
So there you go. Okay. All right. So that's that. Normally we'd have Q&A. We'd have all this stuff. We don't have time for it now. The podcast went too long. But at least it's done, right? And now we can move on. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to adjourn. And I'm going to switch over to my React channel. I hope that you all will stay with me and enjoy and support the React show over there on DSP Reacts. This is going to be a good time. And I hope that you guys will join. There's actually some pertinent, interesting stuff on Thanksgiving and Black Friday and other stuff this week. So it should be a good week for React stuff. So thank you for the show. Thanks for listening. Sorry that the entire show was basically derailed by this, but at least now it's out of the way. I've said my piece on it. And I certainly hope that people will now move on from it. I am. So if you try to get me back into it, you're barking up the wrong tree. I'm not dealing with that shit anymore. Let's go and react. By the way, please come back tonight if you want to see Starfield Endgame. If not, tomorrow we are back to regularly scheduled full-time gaming with the games that are new. So there you have it. Thank you all. Thanks for watching the Level 1 podcast, and I'll see you all tomorrow for another full and fun day of good stuff. Peace out. All right. We got it done, guys. Thank goodness. I think I made the right decision this time, honestly. I really do. I feel like I was being in a situation where it would have been a lose-lose if I did do an interview again. So I think that this was the right choice. I hope that you guys respect my decision. If you disagree with me, you have the right to. But you have to understand that I have to try it again. I'm trying to do what's best for everyone. It's not just about me anymore, correct? It's about everyone here. And with that feedback I got overnight, literally, people saying to me, dude, do you not understand this is another March where you can literally have the same situation happen a second time if you're not smart about this. You can't do this. All right, I'll take that to heart, right? I'll take that to heart. I think, if anything, please at least tell me that this is evidence that I'm learning and growing, right? I didn't make the same mistake twice in a row, correct? Correct? I hope that's how you feel. So anyway, thank you for listening. We're now going to adjourn, and what I'm going to do is you're going to see a link on your screens if you're here live that'll say, hey, head over to DSP Reacts. I'll get that stream going. I do have to pee and take a quick break, but then we're going to jump into the React show. Okay? Sound good? All right, guys, thank you so very much. Let's end the show. Give it a minute here, and then you'll see the link, and let's get the React show started. See you there in a bit.
Okay, and of course that means we can now skip over to the React crap. And I guess we need to go to his channel. I go to his channel. I go to not live, but community, isn't it? The community. No, it's channels. Where's his channels button? I'll just click this. There we go. We're almost there. And apparently I need to rewind a little bit.
Wait until
Shut the fuck up, Phil. Nobody fucking asked you to fucking talk, you dick. Here we fucking go. So apparently I need to rewind a good little bit here. Just to kind of get the... Because apparently he starts talking apparently before he goes live properly. Not there anyway, that's for damn sure. Not there either. Not there. Nope, not there. Not there. Holy shit, how long was he fucking on break for?
Alright. Right? Admittedly, we don't have as many members anymore. We have
hold on. Was he talking over the music again?
versus the internet.
Hold on.
All.
Wait a second. No. Nope. We're almost there. Here we go. Right here, guys. The bingo continues here.
I'm here, just give me a minute. I'm setting up.
What the fuck? He's just yelling around with the fucking background.
Okay.
So, hey everyone from miles away, give me a minute. I'm nearly there. So he's setting up apparently.
Okay. Coming over here now. I'm getting everything set up, everybody. Sorry for the wait. I took a violent shit. It was really bad. I don't know why.
Dude, what the fuck is wrong with him? What in the absolute ever-loving fuck is wrong with this fucking moron? What, did he fucking fall in or something?
I didn't know that was gonna happen, and all of a sudden it was just like really wow, it was powerful. It was a powerful one, let's put it that way, and I wasn't expecting that. It really knocked me it knocked me on my ass. Holy shit, that is some shit. But I'm good now. I just gotta get finished setup, and I apologize we're a few minutes late here because of it. All right. No, it was like, I don't know why, because I don't recall eating anything like super spicy.
Oh my god, he won't stop going on about this fucking violent fucking shit. Phil, what is don't oh my god, that's ridiculous.
Or anything. But it was one of those, if you know what I mean. And I was like done. I was like, oh my god, like what is going on? I don't know what happened.
This fucking Phil turning around and you just gesticulating towards his fucking toilet. What the fuck? I didn't eat corn. Phil, shut the fuck up about this. No one needs to know this fucking ridiculous fucking thing.
Maybe it was because, you know, because of what we talked about on the podcast. Maybe my body felt like it was...
Or maybe you're so full of shit your body couldn't fucking handle it.
Ejecting a bunch of toxic stuff or something. Maybe that's what it was. It wanted to start fresh. It wanted to empty the tank and start fresh. Maybe that's what it was. That could have been it. I don't know. Too much milk. I haven't had any milk. No. But man, let me tell you guys something. That was potent. Let's put it that way. All right. So we need to get set up. Hello everyone, I'm here. But just let me get YouTube app opened and the playlist going, and then we can begin. Okay. In the meantime, as I get that started, guys, if remember how this show works. DSP versus the Internet is a weekly show where I watch clips submitted by the channel members, and we're gonna watch the ultra member clips first from the highest level of member and the biggest channel supporters, and then we're gonna move into the standard level clips, which are in a randomized playlist. All right. Admittedly, we don't have as many members anymore. We have under 100. So because of that, there were way less submissions. Remember, for a while there, for months, we had more and more submissions.
I just think it's fucking hilarious that I've almost got as many members on my channel as DSP has on his React channel. Like, he's got 94 members, and that's with him fucking begging profusely every single fucking day. And it's like, yeah, Rochebait, bingo continues. Until Phil starts recording for this React crap, bingo continues. Yeah. But I've got like fucking, I think the last time I checked, I had 79 members. So I'm like fucking no, I'm like 15 away from Phil or something bizarre. I should not be that fucking close to the amount of members that Phil has on his fucking secondary channel. Considering the fucking difference in sizes between our fucking channels, it's fucking mental. So yeah, this is just ridiculous that Phil is struggling for fucking members, even with all his fucking begging.
There's less submissions, so chances are we're going to get to a lot of the clips today. Okay? Which is fine. I'm not complaining at all. But, you know, the more the merrier, right? The more clips, the better the show. So if you like this content, if you could consider contributing by either becoming a member, maybe gifting some memberships to the community, that would be great. 'Tis the season, and I'm sure that there's tons of people who would appreciate a gifted membership right now so they can nominate clips for next week's show. Or, you know, a super chat or a membership, or a tip during the stream as well. I do not make ad revenue on this show. Reason being, these clips all get claimed. Like, seriously, these clips all get third-party claim no matter what I do. So because of that, it's very rare that I make much or any ad revenue on any of the videos from this show. So it's based on memberships and any contributions I get during the streams. So if you like this show once a week, if you enjoy this kind of content, please support it by becoming a member or maybe a super chat or a tip during the stream. Now, I do shout out between the parts, and the parts are around 25 to 30 minutes long. So if you do contribute, you're going to get a shout out in between when I'm splitting the parts, okay? In addition, this week, there will be extra content on this channel. We're going to do a tier maker for Thanksgiving foods, I believe on Thanksgiving Day, so that's going to be on this channel. In addition, we may do like a special Thanksgiving kind of like quiz event, which could be pretty fun if we do that. And the Adpocalypse is this Friday. Adpocalypse 2.0, where all day long I'm going to be reacting to advertisements on Black Friday. And we did that last year, and you guys absolutely loved it. So we're going to do all of that stuff this week. So that's all extra content for this channel that normally you wouldn't have. And all that content will be going available over the course of this week on the channel. Okay? So again, a great week to become a member. A great week to support the channel if you can. All right? We got to get started, though, because I'm already behind here. So, sounds good. Derek says so far there's 87 advertisements that have been posted. That sounds great. Okay. Are you guys ready? Ready to get started? Oh, I have a tip to shout out. My bad. Well, first of all, Lycifer Soul apparently became a member here. So thank you to Lycifer Soul for that. I think that's counted in the 94 members, actually. So I appreciate that. And I received a $4.20 tip from Adam. Thank you to Adam for a $4.20 tip. I appreciate that very much. That is our first tip of this stream. Not to say that we didn't get tips earlier on the podcast, but that is the first tip of the actual React stream. So I thank you very much, Adam. It did not play. Oh, because I don't have the proper pop-ups. Oh, I'm glad I tested that. I have the wrong pop-ups enabled. So let's disable those, and let's enable. Where is it? React pop-ups. Let's try that again. Did it work this time? Indeed it did. So thank you very much to Adam for the $4.20 tip. We're at $29 a tips now. Trying to hit that $50 goal if possible by the end of the stream. And it would be great if we could try to get 100 members back on this channel by the end of the stream as well. Okay? Alright, without further ado, let's get started. Here we go. Hello, everyone.
And the son of a bitch is now recording for YouTube. Not only that, I just realised right at the very end there, I think that was Phil at normal speed. There was no way that was Phil at 1.5 speed. So I guess I forgot to fucking, because I changed the fucking channel and changed the fucking video to Phil's DSP Reacts crap. I forgot to put it back onto 1.5. So that was all normal real-time speed fucking Phil, which was painful to endure, even for the fucking brief time it was on. But yeah, we had a free space. We have earned a free space thanks to Phil snorting 20 times. So I'm going to take the bottom square. Burger. There we go.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
But we still are short by a full house by 5 squares today. Phil did not say tired, voted, didn't say what are you talking about, didn't say good news, and surprisingly didn't mention him being robbed. Where I'm surprised that Phil didn't bother to mention him being robbed for some more pity and sympathy. But I guess that's a sign of Phil not making a big fucking deal about it anymore, I guess. So yeah, we'll definitely be changing the centre square in future. But that's the end of fucking bingo anyway. Let's go to live DSP and see how he's doing.
The worst Black
Friday disasters. Okay, that's a fucking dark fucking topic to fucking cover. But fuck it, Phil's on $30. I'm not going to bother. We have multiple different fucking thumbnail faces, not shit. This is a thumbnail we have currently for fucking, the fucking tomorrow. For fuck's sake, man. This is, yeah, hideous stuff indeed. This is the stuff that nightmares are fucking made of. Oh yeah, you can't even see the fucking full thing. There you go. There's a whole fucking thing there. There you go. And behold its beauty, behold its grandeur, and behold its absolute nightmare-inducing fucking qualities. But that'll be our fucking thumbnail for tomorrow's bingo. So, just want to let you guys know, bingo's happening Monday and Tuesday. Phil has his day off on Wednesday, but bingo will be back on Thursday. I am not going to be here on Friday. Phil's special event, Adpocalypse, I'm not going to be here. However, I might instead do bingo on Saturday because I'm missing Friday. We'll wait and see. I might do it on Saturday instead. I'll have to wait and see if I'm able to or not. But yeah, Friday I'm going to be a little bit busy. I've got a long day ahead. I'm actually got a half day at work and I'm going to go through and see my mum because it's her birthday coming up, so quality family time, you know what I mean? Family time comes first, you know what I mean? Got a chance to do it on Friday. So I'm going to go back through to my childhood home and see my mum and, spend some time with her. You know, it's been a wee while since I've been through, so I'm missing Friday, is what it is. But to make up for it, I'll see if I can do Saturday. How's that? But guys, I'm going to bail from this. Of course, we're going to end how it always end. Otters. We're going to have beautiful, lovely, soul-soothing otters to help us detox from this robust stream we've had of bingo today. That was a fucking nightmare one. Jesus. Oh, apparently Tuesday is Aviga's birthday. I had no idea. I plan to have Aviga back on bingo. I said to him the 1st of December, I want to share with Aviga a Christmas game. A Scottish Christmas game that's available on the internet. And I felt like having Aviga on to share it with him and see how he does with it. But yeah, I've been talking to him about it for a long fucking time. Like I told him, hey, fucking Friday, 1st of December. This December's Christmas month. What's fucking date then? So yeah, Friday, 1st of December. I think it's a Friday anyway, the 1st of December. I'm having him on bingo then. So yeah. But I'll be back tomorrow anyway, okay? For bingo antics and all that jazz. So I'm not sure if anyone is live restreaming DSP tonight. Him playing Starfield. There might be a piece of Peace might be doing it. I'm not entirely sure. Just keep an eye out anyway for somebody that might be restreaming Phil tonight if you're up and about and want some detractor content to enjoy. So yeah, that's all I can say about that. But I'll be back tomorrow with some more bingo antics. Until then, guys, enjoy the rest of your weekend, however you wish to spend it. And yeah, I'm going to end how I always end by playing Notorious PIG contributions made by supremely talented Pixar Animations. Thank you, Aileron, for that being said, for live raiding the bingo when they were finished. And of course, Brandwood as well. Brandwood was a busy boy today. He was on that being said, and then went straight onto his own live stream. And then afterwards, he went and sent all his viewers here as well to catch the tail end of bingo, so I appreciate that as well. Brandwood's been eager to get back on the bingo. He's welcome back any time. It's just a case of working out when's good for him. Hell, I'd have Branded on tomorrow if he was up for it, you know what I mean? Put it that way, but I'm terrible at trying to organise these things. So I might ask him after I've finished the stream to see if he's up for it, and we'll see what happens. But anyway, I am ending things there, guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Until then, peace out.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, "I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower?" When you're showered in money. When you go outside, all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky, and you raise your face up. You're like, oh, you start dancing. You go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money. Free. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that, in an instant.